It is Tuesday, the 7th of February 2023, approximately 5 minutes gone past 1600 hours GMT. We're here live once again on our 24 radio, our Brabopa radio, our 24 radio GH with another edition of Bamaso. This is where discerning Ghanaians with discerning thoughts, we come around just to figure out our role in making Ghana that very beautiful, awesome, and exciting place we so much wish to have. If you are joining us for the first time, for whatever the reason may be, I'll urge you to come operating as a Ghanaian. And the very moment you come operating as a Ghanaian, there is one thing that is sure to happen. You are sure to exhibit some high level of intelligence, some high level of creativity, and some high level of love as well. To make it very simple for you to understand this philosophy or this principle, imagine, right? You want to draw the attention of someone who is supporting a particular party, so attached to that party. You want to draw the attention, or you want to bring him to the awareness that there is something bigger than him supporting or being attached to that party. You know, just imagine you meet someone who is being a member of any of these two major parties, be it NPP or be it NDC, for a very long time. In fact, that person knows the in and outs of this party, and every now and then this person uses the party as their reference point in making decisions. This person does not give a hoot if it goes in the interest of the party, but goes against Ghana as a whole. This person doesn't give a hoot. Well, there are so many people who have that line of thinking. They think of just themselves, their families, their tribe, and what have you. So if it is in the interest of their tribe, and it goes against the whole, they don't give a hoot about that. Imagine you meet such individuals, and you would want to draw them to the awareness of the bigger whole, right? That we should be using as our reference point. Just think of the level of intelligence, love, and creativity you would need in order to draw this person to this awesome awareness that you think, or you have come to know, it is the best of all ways to move our nation forward. Just think of what creativity and intelligence you need. You've met a party fanatic. So damn fanatic, right? And you want to draw the attention, the awareness of this person to something awesome beyond being partisan. You think it's easy? You need some huge level of intelligence. You need some awesome level of creativity, so that this person themselves will come to that awareness that no, I am not doing it appropriately. I am not doing it the best of all ways. Remember, there are two ways of you going around things, or there are several ways, but two of them is you being a member of whatever smaller group you have. However, make sure that smaller group that you are a member of is geared towards making the whole a beautiful place. Yes, do that. You see, sometimes in our thinking, we may feel that it is okay for us to build mansions within a neighborhood where there is gutters, there is rubbish, you will see pools all around the place, you will see messy things all around, and we are okay building a mansion in that area because we feel that yes, we are covered in that mansion. Sometimes the things that we do, it falls in line with this thinking. Yes, it is okay for me to build a huge mansion. It is okay for me to have a big car and drive on shoddy roads. Yes, we have many of us have that thinking. As long as I'm okay, as long as I sit in a very comfortable the shock absorbers are good, they're solid. Yes, in fact, when you drive anyhow, hitting the potholes or what have you, you don't give a toss. Yes, we think we are okay as long as it is us. We are okay. Yes, some people may decide, yes, as long as I'm okay, even if the rest of the environment is shattered, I don't give a toss. That is the thinking that many of us have when we are thinking of our group, ourselves, our families, and we don't care about the rest. Yes, we are gradually urging to, or if even if the whole, I think it, well, you can say it's a human thing, unless you come to that awareness that even though you may be having a very beautiful house in a slum area, remember, the mosquito that may breed in the slums would not need a sat nav coming to your house. I bet you get that one. You know, so. So when we come here, from where I stand, I know for certain that we all have that element of Ghana in us. We all do. But as to programming the circumstances that we've been through, experiences here and there, it has made us see ourselves more of belonging to a secondary identity than the primary identity. So when I come here, I come together with a team to draw that sleeping Ghana in each and every one of us. You see, remember this. And I think we would have to be very, very strict on some of these things, else the dream, where we want to get to, it will take a very long time for us to get there. When I come here, I keep saying, yes, you may be a member of a party, a group, whatsoever. Yes, you can be that member. That's fine. However, that corner that you belong to should be promoting the whole. If not, that corner that you belong to is not fit for purpose. Yes, it is entirely true. It is a must that we will be born in certain corners. We will be associated with some groups and what have you. However, no matter the group that you belong to, that group must promote the whole. And if that is not coming, that group that you belong to is not fit for purpose. And I keep telling you, when I come here, I see you, or I use Ghana as the reference point in dealing with you. So I decide, or I consciously figure out how I would be able to draw that Ghana that is sleeping within you into expression. Yes, you may be a member of a smaller group or this group or what have you, but I have come to realize our problems as a nation is a human problem. It goes beyond the smaller groups that we belong to, because no matter what the smaller group that you belong to, you would realize that what is that which is happening here, a similar thing is happening in another group. So it's a human problem. And when we begin to address ourselves from, okay, you are this, you are that, you are that, it brings unnecessary friction within ourselves. However, when we come seeing ourselves from the bigger perspective, the bigger reference point, it makes us become a huge channel through whom greater wisdom runs through, so that we will be able to repair the whole. Yes, you see, we have to think of repairing the whole than repairing the subgroups, because it's the problem that is associated with this smaller group. You will find a similar one in another group. So why not go with the best approach? We all belong to that whole, addressing the problem from the holistic perspective. Why can't we do that? And we allow the smaller groups that we have become so affiliated to continue to cause friction among ourselves. So going forward, I know you as a Ghanaian, and I mean it. Yes, I know you as a Ghanaian. If I am to make any reference to you, I make reference to you on the grounds that you are a Ghanaian. And if I want to prove anything, I want to prove that you are a Ghanaian. Some people would want to prove that, yes, you belong to that party, you belong to that party, you belong to that party. Why not prove to that person that there is that Ghana in that person, and you figure out ways with the intelligence that runs through you, with the wisdom that runs through you, you find ways to awaken that sleeping Ghanaian that is within that individual. Why not see it that way? But yet, we want to go ahead. Yes, you want to prove that I belong to this whole. And that person also goes on to prove that you belong to that small group as well. And then where do we get to? But we all want to make Ghana that very beautiful place. So what should be the bottom line? Yes, we call forth that Ghana that is sleeping within us to come into expression. I've said quite a lot when it comes to we using Ghana as a reference point. Now, when you come on the platform, the very moment you pick the phone, you joined the Telegram, you raise your hand to speak, you will only refer to people on the platform with their primary identity, and in the context of what we do, Ghana. And if by any reason you have identified within yourself that this person is more affiliated to a smaller group, this person is more attached to this smaller group, your worry, your interest in this particular case should only be finding ways, intelligent ways, creative ways, magnificent ways of awakening that Ghana that you are seeking to express in that individual. You are not here to prove to someone that he belongs to NDC or he belongs to MPP. In fact, you see, that's why I said we need to be very strict with some of these things, because it's getting way out of hand. There are so many places that they are comfortable with other approaches, but when we come to Bamaso, matters of our 24 radio, we would want you to awaken that sleeping Ghanaian in the fellow that you have identified as using a smaller group as his or her reference point. The bottom line is all that. So you would identify people with their primary identity. You are not here to tell me this person belongs to smaller group A, smaller group B. You are here with wisdom to awaken the primary identity in another. That is the bottom line. And that is the modus operandi of Bamaso. Is modus operandi, right? Of Bamaso. Simples. If you find yourself in a place where they are okay, proving to each other that yes, you belong to this tribe, you belong to this smaller group, you belong to that party, please find that place and acclimatize, enjoy that environment. But around here, please, once again, we would want greater wisdom to run through us. I've told you over and over again that the reference point determines the level of intelligence, creativity, and love as well. So I made an example. Imagine, right? You see someone. Yes, obviously you may know the character traits of people who use a smaller group as their reference point. Yes, you may see those people. But beyond that smaller group, there is a bigger group. And that is the primary in the context, Ghana. Imagine what kind of intelligence would you need to make that person aware of the fact that there is a bigger group than the one they or he or she is using as a reference point. This is more like the dot on the A4 sheet technique. Many of us, when we put a dot on an A4 sheet and we show you, the first thing that comes to mind is you see a dot. That will be the initial thing that will come to mind. But when you go a step further, using your imaginative mind, using your creative mind, using the power of imagination, you realize that beyond the dot, there is a big space around the dot. Many of us, we focus on the dots and we miss a whole lot that is around the dot. Around here, we want to draw your attention to the space around the dot. And the interesting thing is, when we begin to awaken that Ghana within us, all the smaller groups that we belong to, it turns out that we would make sure those smaller groups seek the interest of Ghana. I hope we've gone a step further trying to explain this for all of us to understand. Well, for you to get a deeper understanding a little bit more going forward. So I'll remind you, yes, there are individuals that will come on the platform. Certainly, they will exhibit the traits of people who use smaller groups as their reference point within a larger group. Yes, it is there. I'm not disputing that. But if you are to worry about such individuals, your only worry should be finding the intelligence, the creativity, and the love, the wisdom needed to awaken the primary identity in that individual. Kaput. To this effect, I would humbly welcome you once again to Bamaso. And just from Kokese ana de mu api enkoma ba bia wo bia na da wa fidie ela A24 radio abrabapa radio na A24 radio GH ene eye ebnada February that also and so afimpim yunu ne aduonu miensa na onan so abapa hu sima aduonu miensa ya ba biom ya beto akwantu so o my Ghana da yakoma so da yakoma so me say obi kura na ode a smaller group aye ne puma sibre no so obepese obenya at least asumdue ewo baby a oye de be otie obepesa obepe na me ka obi a waye na adwen se ono de oyoki se wasi a mansion in a place and you got test a baller guru baby basa obu hono mu a oyo okay say obey de be obey sa de no na sa oni kro no mpo no obehu ni say ope o my Ghana ye esan say so ohia asase ohu no aye de be na watimi aye de be esi edan no ewo ehonum kama so enti se ewo achirimpo kra na sila no owo odo ema o my Ghana sanete enti he ye nyina ye wo oman Ghana hodo e wo yakoma so oman Ghana e da yakoma so se ebanyu se wo akiro kakra ye de be e wo ho enti se e wo akira ye botaye nyina ne se ye pese ye twiba animu sa da ye pese ye de be ye pese ye nyane no se ayira e wo mu a ye hwehwe na kira kwan enti maka na poto kasam bebre meka na ye di mu nanso eno so ate ase ye badwumadie yi so a ye botaye kese pa ene se ye primary identity eye Ghana na ada wo yimu no eno ne ye benyane no enti ye de Ghana ena ye pomasibre yehu a Ghana ana yehu enti bibia enti se Ghana na yehu ewo mu no se ayira ye bepe kwan a ye befa so aye de be enyane no ewo mu as simple as that enu ntini ya ba ha sei na ya meka se eye eku a wo de be ye opomasibere no e kire adwen kese nimdie ene odo a ebefiri wo mu aye de be aba right e kire pa na you see sa niema we say ni nyina eye abode emu no there is so much e kire yen sa principle a me no ye de be e ka ho asemi e kire sa principle we say all in nature e kire sa de we say ne isan say yemfa ya adwene nye de be enko so ntino we have not been able to align ourselves with this very truth of nature. Say we are a unit of life. Now we are wadwin say wono life certainly will use units of itself to promote and enhance itself. Into we are wadwin say we a unit of life. Life will use you to serve so many people. Life will be used not what me I debe I serve so many people. And see, even if you are a businessman and you are thinking of serving a larger community, utimi hunu say de bia adwen akese ene debe ene ba as to how obey niema obatoto niema said debe you'll be able to reach a larger community. And your business is in then they try to be able to find ways they will be able to reach a larger customer base. And until as I said, we use technology, we use all possible means so that we will be able to reach so many people. And likewise, so we are what say, wo, adwene kese mfa wo mu. Said ye be ya, ubetimi are working many people to the cosmic truth that their primary identity is what matters most. I bet you I drink kese bi ebefiri mu apie na obi a why so partisan, obi a why so attached to a certain group no. Ubenyane the primary identity within that individual. Yes, it will happen. Nemom so why wadwen sa na why wadwen say you would want to prove that that individual belongs to that smaller group. That individual is more attached to the smaller group within the whole. And also sounds you can do that. And then why prove that this person is a member of this party. Is it not easy? Prove that this person belongs to this party. Is it not easy? Prove that this person is a sympathizer of this party. Is it not easy? So easy. Sebi obia owo lower consciousness bi a bit my dey ayebi nemom se wo be nyane Ghana na ada e wo sa oni kronim no e was all practice e was you have to surrender say the be ya adwen kese of life e bit my dey afa wo mu for you to do that enunti ni aba ha na ya masa anchia no bama so no waje so adwen kese na wo de ba no wo de ba se de be ya onua na wo hunu at the back of your mind say while you're more attached to a smaller group, no, you are bringing a drinkers here so that you'll be able to awaken the bigger identity, the primary identity that is lying dormant in Uniano and Untina Ojeso a drinkers here. One ma say ube prove say will be a party A, party B, or of the tribe we move of the no. In fact, Matthias is here and come I have reasons not to sit here. But because the dream is bigger than me bra me womuntino, and knowing what I and the team would want to achieve, I still find the need to sit here and then bring the show. And he said, a basse. Yeah, you say you be prove who say you belong to this tribe, you belong to this party, you belong to that party. Yeah, in fact, I drink it. I will have to sleep. No minim say when we are working, yama gana na ewo yemuno enya dead ya and sanchani ebesi. Anutina da nja nyina metina ha sei. Enti mesaka obium your modus operandi and say Oba abenyane Ghana na ada ewo wonua mu no. Na bibi nti se wohu se wonua no woye affiliated to a smaller group wo hawa ewo se wunya ewo sa asem mu nyina ne say, oh life, I avail myself to you. Make me a channel, a vessel through whom you channel your wisdom, your intelligence, and your creativity through me, so that I will be able to awaken that sleeping Ghanaian in my brother. Oh, how you know? So, how Frobia, Mr. Opebia, which man could deal with that or how no? Assembly, no. Until we begin to find effective, wise ways to deal with our problems, it will be in circles. Now, life is so beautiful. You see, I realize life creates its own balance. And you may have other places where they will go contrary to their making, right? They just want to prove themselves as belonging to smaller groups. You have such places that it is common for them to do that. But life makes it in such a way that there will be other places where they feel and they have come to understand what matters most, and they create the balance from that perspective. Obanyansafo wobunube wankana sem enti memo akwaba sa oti ani said the doctors are sending to Roehampton na natina o chire hona so eti ani na sare bedi akon Worcester Dr. Ebenezer Mofabwati na nketi abasins to eti ani dia lecture se Papa Smiley mesamo akwaba e de banyumedi so why yento akwantu no so yema adwen kese emfa yemumpie yema odo kese emfa yemumpie yema eye inhunumu akese emfa yemumpie wohu obi a wetimi identify say woye party A party B why are there and your first step why are there your first step why are there and you know we are not okay with the first step. The penny say ubetimi enyane Ghana na ada ewo nipa nim na ye hia wa hase. Right? I don't need here. Na yesan say yem pese. You see say uko say okay, I want to prove say ujina ha. Bibia na man tokwa. Enti wo prove say onu ujina na onu so permit say onu so be prove say onu so ye debe ujina ha. But uko yes, o pese obe awaking Ghana na ewo oni ikonim no. So instantly, they will begin to tune into a different frequency. A different frequency altogether. Once again, Obunube Yankanasem. Na modus operandi mama update ewo huino mene board chairman. So say bibiana o say me de call board chairman nim so na board chairman me ne board chairman ebobo ho nkomo na other board members no so de be enso kire wona adwene ntini ye de call board chairman ye de call board na board chairman so ye de be chichiri mu kama pa board chairman aba o waba na menim se board chairman apeso o ka bibia o mute no hu sisi ansa na mahase kra ewo ofabuadi ene bombardie eso board chairman se ma mute ntino se opese owura mu sisi ade a ene o mute ho wan so mute ho na ansa na mako ofa body so se board chairman enye board chairman ba board chairman ene ba maso board chairman temeka facha board chairman board chairman ba maso
me I think
good hey and they were home and moon papa musi da honum no in fact it's never been so before entino and yeah network providers na say o mama home no yo watch on say masasi modus operandi no mu epi akra na say they were need to no me fa me pe say wo mo say ye wa ja no oba ne ho kuru me bo
sisi akra de say mama yenka eja o
yenka de na
him here yankopon him here
of course it's a beautiful realization so but the bottom line
be our father crave our father
the bottom line is it's talking about bringing in variety, so divergent views to make beautiful things happen.
Winning baby.
Catch them, watch them.
Na me colleague be kasa. No say me mbaba afie no mo say omo maame the child has got two mothers. Na maame me colleague ni say how? I don't know what two mothers. I said, no, she's got two mothers. Now, or beside the bus, I didn't know what two mothers. I say the mother is married to another mother.
And
see, confusion on what they buy a man no one was saying Yasha say indoctrinate on from primary. And the omen no banyo oba etia. Enya one ma bema ni bema tia enya one ma so
that's right
we are in the SSA
of course and that's right
but we stuck too much in first gear ne de bibia na krikri de bia hwana ne wo nti we are in SSA mama yes na yemfa de ye
beautiful
na and then no me say what can say ni na did out na nka me stress nka efidie so ye be observe a few minutes silence the ama ye nuano mo a atrianche mato on wo Turkey and say na ye nua ba kokra atu Christian atu oka ho ye footballer intinke betumi anka ye pe bibi kakra na ye mfen hyemoden nipa ahwe won kwa wo sa Turkey border no so no enye nipa ba so far they say about 5,000 every mu inti say e betumi afasa akwanye so na yake bibi ahye omon nkran nke be me de pa
but chairman ne kwa so anu no so say adversities awakens the oneness within us so yemfa say sisi yi de bia ya amanfo ko MPP NDC ehui say atoye nchim bi sisi na the people will even forget to say Sankrofo we omo ye MPP and so omo ye NDC and when I going to say the oneness within us will spring into what? Into action. And ne kwan so say we will send our thoughts, our beautiful thoughts to the families that are affected by this occurrence, right? In Turkey, say, say the impact no are affected some other countries, maybe what?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the impact is affected.
Korea could do Egypt.
Egypt, right? That also tells you, say, upu, we are inseparably linked with what? With one.
That's right.
One
That's
another.
right.
Oh, yeah, there. We are inseparably linked with one another. Nti, aba ni say no. Enye taking for one idea be. Ana enya. Said na board chairman eka no. Yenua achu. Where there be no ka ho bi. To say no say he's been found, right? People were so crying, say, "Yee, oh, Achu, you will leave. You will do this. You will do this. You will do this." Of course, Achu leave. Who are there? Yeah. Other people who are also affected, no. Yeah, no, they should also what? They should also leave. It's not only Achu, right? Yes, all the other people, no, they should also leave. And yeah, Achu and they will say they should leave. He should leave. All the very ones who are affected. There are some who it be a pre-prep about chairman. Some of them and
serious matter. Ebi munya kwan etumi etwa clips of a danya ebu wohu. It said down when na wo nyame anya wa adom na wo wase a. Now I just said dining na baby go so. Wo so e wo fi sura ba behwefo.
That's right.
Nti bibi
ahometisem pa about chairman.
Yes, na wo ho ni nyina bebre high rise. And I'm beginning to ask this question, say yemu nim say ho ni earthquake prone zone ana. And say akrawa if you do so dey wetumi akire because minim so no dey data man.
Yeah.
Oka na yeso into betumi akire mu kakra bibi ha adwen.
Of course.
And BBC will be no hu. Yes, o koto sa abosi obi so a na wo pamona nka say sorifi ne so. O se sorifri yeso. Dia atorenche a to yenuanu mo Turkey. Matisse Ghana crown, yes, yet that's a fourth tectonic plate in the that fourth a plate in Ibiso. Inti say ye 2 and who yes, you're making sure say yes, see high rise buildings. I will be beer a year a was a fort no. Yes, see bungalows and I say within a buildings or hormone. Na India crowd ye nyame aye adom ye obebre ewo ye krom hono a ye bechi ye use di aye say anto ama China for ne dia I don't know.
You Watchman, thank you very much. Now Ansana will observe that minute silence now. Say unim say I think say Japan, right? They were also suffering from acute earthquakes, right? And baby earthquake and baby places that are prone to these earthquakes no. Technology no my adibo hon more earthquake no ba na wakoshim no akata so what was that video no be me wa
Me hu be
enti no o kata so na whatever happens no eno de o ye de be ushim there is a way I think say you'll be able to send messages from there to people, say this is where you are, there will be a GPS and all those things so that people will be able to trace and come and get you. Someone said at the city.
Yeah.
Nah, and also tell me something else. You see, principles of life we can learn and live beautifully with life. Adie bia ye ba beto ye enye ne ye kriti enye ne ye no so ye no e wo se ye sua se de business ade na ye de be atena ɛnyɛ the other way around, right? Into earthquakes, your friend a natural disaster, it will happen.
Yeah.
Into who as part of nature now, as a unit of nature now, a quiet over fast while you'll be able to live with that element of life, figure out through wisdom and then live peacefully with it. Nti makana wa ha say me yonko na wo free Estonia no say they don't say it is too cold, because cold no and on the boy nemum the power is within his hands to say obit my address ye so that obit my head a face cold no. Nti it is not too cold, nemum you are not dressed well enough. And some of these things, it awakens us to effective, more better ways of we living with nature. Simples. Enti, but man, any minute no. Yen sha sisi ya na yen observe ma yen nuanu mo a atoyenche me ato wo mo. May the souls of the departed continue to enjoy bliss in the other phase of life, and may they continue to rise in their higher glory. May their death never be in vain, and may we, the living, benefit. May we learn to be better versions of ourselves through whatever is happening to them. Peace. Yo, watch out, man. Anyway, yeah, 1 minute. Yanku anymore, me boy.
Oh, Papa, Mestre Senka, Oberman Painful, a way for years, so may who say, a crow or.
Oh, that me say, Yaku and him say, we hit highway. Oh, it's no.
No.
Yeah, hit highway.
That's all. Fata.
Yeah, hit highway. Why?
Yeah, dear Fata. A quite them say, you bet me a bay and pensem way for years so. Na ye quay and in nature say, ye my Ghana. Ɛna edi akɔkyene wɔ yɛkɛsɛ mu deɛ ɛbɛma yɛ ma na akɔ n'anim ɛna yɛsɛ yɛba fidie so bɛka deɛ ɛbɛma asomdwe abɛyɛ mamu no na ɛbɛyɛ sɛ yɛbɛka enti mɛsrɛ abadwafoɔ sɛ yɛn nyinaa no deɛ ɛkɔ nkyɛw wɔ yɛ man mu ɛna yɛsɛ yɛtumi yɛkyerɛkyerɛ mu na sɛ yɛwɔ adwenkyerɛ bi a na yɛaka ɛde afoa so ɛnɛ na me colleague incidentally or Ghanaian ninti ni bufu say I don't know say I didn't know bufu sa say na Ghana for crowd na how ye jemusike di and so obi aye din until so be ye demonstration and na ye pa you're saying a finance minister chow say or in your own here moboka cry. I didn't know say mokopanicho. We are not angry enough. And then America no say I didn't share so seeing in a to boom because we are so timid. I didn't try. Say a veteran who will be didn't sick about born. Now why she send him say beer after every 3 months in the school being and no debate to Tonundru. And also the bedi di kopeme mra another 3 months beba born in besa mature na a finance minister we a finance minister what tran ho no ahwe ma yisika na say no we say montwen ebi a 2 years time, ebi cry a 5 years time and say you chase kadamamu. I mean, how do you expect that person to survive? Or no finance minister on putting himself into their shoes, and let's see what he will say. But I will encourage Ghanaians once again. Say we seek at the hot mona ban edge and nice swar. Go to court. Don't go to international courts. You will no win, no fee. More year angry enough for this government will set up and do the right thing. We are not angry enough.
Petro, but chairman, you better say we are not angry enough. You, and yeah, my has said of a body, I already are. Yamanimra, we are Prince and so I debe Abba. And of a body, Bamaso.
I drink your papa.
Now, informed to say,
Yamiadum, see, I say, any tears as some deck a credit.
What's the matter?
Meton Kappa, Miss Rana, Yapoto. A sign. Yenya Christian Achosam. Na yin say, and run a numrena assembling a cosona money pie passa. Tinipa ja. Yatra news in way banner. Payana ja mo confirm say Omaya Inaja Nipatimi. Na ho sisi no so kakra. It is here there. Nyamiadumaye.
Good one there. I think that I've said quite a few words on that. Important to say. You will feel disturbed about Unia Achu, right? But also remember, there are also other souls who were also affected by this. And your thoughts should go with all of them as well. Yo, and yeah, of our body, and a free flow Tuesday, right?
Papa, go free flow no so no. We say you talk to no so me no ya adwen. Pa na Britain for say atoyira nche mi see say ye o mo for player mo compete kan for Britain for number first. America for no mo kwa mbakwa akofo mo citizens aba. Enti no nipa de dɔɔso de but obia su ne news su ne ti. Enti no before I recall ho no I say edi kan me de atwo no say papa say nipa bebre nim na waya ade bia ma na touch me nti ne sa asem we see no mama ni ginya ne ball no nko a obo no me ka say mrebo koyi prisoners enkrofo a banche hunti ya che wo mo ede wo makogu mo hwe sa kesisi no ekoyi bi mu firi afiase obi okura 200 Ghana no akoda afiase obi o ha we no akoda afiase apemfo we ekogu hospital no sa kotue sika no ayi wo mo why sa de no almost be nye sa 2 pay o e doso nti such person no papa but have na have but nyame adom onyine nso ye wo no say 10th January 92 yeah nti no a young boy Nadia no papa Nadia no na I had to say me who said ya menka ye turn no ko team ni mu enro ya Sunday no omo de ne ba mu say 82 minutes obebo just 10 minutes enkrofo ewe omo ko ba bi ne first ball Africa ko boy pa kwahye go when e go ma hurukuri na Sunday na okoda ya ade kra anhye da nche Monday na obetia na okwa on say na esisi ni so and papa no dey by the way say ne kana no bebo munti no Christian Chu nyame adom ne ho ato no Ghana for ho nso no em say obi a ho anka see a moment the nyanti obi a ho asem boni bia intina de ho no
you and of our body. Thank you very much. Oh, before for our can meet me in time na yakuyenim.
pe baby meet me no person bebrebe o man that me ati say enwene yenka de beboa ye man yenwe Ghana for ntino o man no so de em say no ma ekoso no nesa de na ese me o mukoba no abesi
Oh, there be come yanko. Why? Can.
ayo papa ya da sorry ya te say de ye papa bocha man kan yes yama enkrofo no la say automatum wankɔ a sanumantu ogyina hɔ wankɔ signboard na wo a wode usika no enti ɔman no yɛba begyina ha tembi yɛbɛkasa na aboro so ɔman na yɛwɔ mu no yɛbɛka sɛ yɛde rule of law yɛwɔ wei ne yɛde yɛwei sometimes no duru baabi a wodwene ho a sɛ wote hɔ a wobɛhu sɛ wokɔtena Ghana wobɛka asɛm bi ne akyɛw ne yɛde wakɔtom because of sɛ nsɛm na ɛkɔ so no nyane kwan so no ye papa mu ye nana no obia pre ne ho o diabetes kura aduro de to ne sika o de akoto o bond because adwuma bi ani ho a oni odidi so kakra kakra ban se maje upe o yen so yenim se aban ba so yi se ne tebie ba ye kan aban no mu nyina na nkrofo we anka bi mu kura resign no se omo adwempa sɛ ɔmpɛ sɛ ɔmo boa ya ka nkofo resign na mo for mo deputy no na mo ada ɔmo ba deputies be tretre no mo atete so ye wo baby bebre betima kate no mo afri na sika bam papa nkofo si no first time na ɔmo budget ye almost 700 million bibisa ene a triple nye double kro a triple nti munyi bi saa no mani nyina keten ministers yi monti bi so cars ya moto monti bi so na at least nipa no bi honto mo se no chia ye Ghana fo ye sika kakra na ye de ye nya no a ye de akoto wo no eno mum na mba beji abran so amoso mo wo sika nyesa mo ni sika wo nyo mo na ye se sikafo ni ho o mo ye sikafo ankasa at enkrofo nse da bida chinchia na
Okay, all right. Let me guide you. So if it were to be doing meditation, I find a guided meditation. Right now, boy, me can cry. Yeah. Say what I see. So say no, I identify a problem. No, right. Opese a solve problem. No. Omo de measures be ba and it to you no. You feel say the human touch no. Yeah, I will measures in me boy. And yes, Anity.
Sir.
Okay. Into this, no person are working the human touch in a meboa. Okay. Into no, I can't bear now. First, while working that human touch, no.
Papa, I don't know. Me jina ha make can be dear. Me make a question say. Sometimes in Kenya mo enya bikura or what when ya international court to be on record because Ghana had their own for the kokra na enkusiaga. Africa and sanity. Onya international court to be on the record. But obu o half amekoni ni ho. And obu o kra woni mu nim de. And run na metie board holders na omonkrofo ni bi ensem. Obi say nipa no call pension no. Obu o kra telephone kra no nheda ni bi. Ena obi kura de yedi miemi aso ya de yakọ na ho na ne fra obi yare eda ho nti won yedi onimu anse ni sika na betom na ode aba ensem no akoye me hu se ne mesinka no ena ho so ntimi no modro ma yalefo ye won krofo ha nka bi case omu nyom besom but at the end of the day no ukoso mu abi abond de oni bi wo de tie no ntimi no papa de me kire ne se ye nkrofo ye omudi anim no omo capacity ne sa omo wo pepa de a ade no ombetimi aye sika na omo pani nyina omo more than that more than that yet kura mu na obi de ne yere de no kokọ say edan ne no ma wasi no bebre enti de make akosi nyina ne say mpanyimfo no at least ye leaders no mudi ye nim no omunya akoma kakra ehu say ye so ye nipa na nka omonti omono man so bi na ka no so omafa de bebre no omfa bi mra na oman no ho nto no na akoba say musa akọgye saa nkrofo we sika ye from nsam the problems is papa. Some na me person
o pese o chireko yo ofa body ye be da se se onso wa chechiri mu kama aye de be e de amaye ene em wa home so na yenko bombardier so bombardier wi a ofa kwame enso aye de be aba bombardier se otimi kan o mute hu o ya unje nchi ando so bi bama so
I drink Garcia. Media me way, Papa. Media me dream me hui. Okotra ko dinamako, a papunch anything we say. Passion for fire once more. Fire once more. Yeah. Mama foba koka beka yen. Man can't you say, ye opa kene. Catch a grandpa say, a cow boy, a dear sembeba. And I will say, me say, and found. Stay well, Bakupa Bekaye. Media ma bitie. Media me dream me hui. Grandpa kofa make me, I could Jubilee House, I could say, oh. Kaya dia yemfa once more. Yemfa once more. Yeah. Akofa Bekaye. Papa. Samo usina tu sa anyum no nti se time be ma no waposa anyum ama ye. Won se mo na tunya sasem no. Anyum na ye friend evergreen. There be no bit me about 1,000 years cry no na papa na we go introduction and many age about when you bought chairman someone moka wo enra earthquake na sem no say the bia say tell the bia ye dwene nko ho tell the bia na ye person minkum nya bi won no ba bi hu e bia latent the entire hu sa na no wa bia no ma bia che hu say tell the bia accident sia na bia na woni pe bi wo sa aka de bo say ye rade bi da wase bi bo a say woni pa na so now mo ba ka de to jiro hu de ho asada so obi abaye no said of a body card obi adwere de do fiteki ehwehwe ne kofo America for so say your state department near you almost so hwe na obi aso hwe de etien nam say menyi di say pisa twinkwa ne Ghana ne a woteki ho so say ono nko a obe bebi anu a ye say ebisi ye yi no 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 na wa mama kan nsem bi esisi Ghana yetimi nya bisa na nadmokra no eja yenya machines kra ebitima drill na nipa ne wu wonse papa waka je say ebi ni wu indi so maybe wona say twa tax a ya de tax twa de say nwunwi obie no say obezo twa tax obie no so na ye good citizen kra na obie no say me ye good citizen of Ghana me de my ready say me twa tax no anything ye tax emra no ho emra ne man nipa twa tax and yes that obie no obesin bu say me ko IRS officer me ko twa tax baby enti sa tax time no manu menim no ene nkofo to da ye no hwe baby FQK esi ye no instrument they measure earthquake magnitude they find a Richter scale we ni one of the highest 7.8 Ghana de kra tremor kra timisi kra na eja na ye PBB da because 97 ye the Independence Day tremor na see you be hwe nda gugu na nipa erade see erade nipa nsahwe you tremor when ye earthquake oh akwa say wo you ko you try you bubu utrin su keke no be sakura de na see take de no me kai say be 15 years ago Iran nipa onukra de na 20,000 people onu de omo no ya nya bi assassin bi na e da mu nyina ko kashe mu akwa say most men so ye ko run data omo so mu de omo so nyakopa kasa kire mu na nyakopa ye ne action sa into we know thousands of people na wo 2,000 when come omo ya identify omo bebre wa ye and from ti ye kwhwe fiem a omo so good address system no so omo kwhwe we ya nipa ba ye na so mba ya na se ya ka waka ewufo wana eyi ntine no anom na nkofo bebre krisachu ba mji se nkofo bebre nsuka ho a samrezi nkofo yeah, ambassador no taking that confirm say omanya no injuries. Now say no sa ne ba ade na ehia say we under rubble na wo price baby wo benya from papa home. Oh, from papa. Now betime movie on because unya from man dia so when oxygen na eno na moja ne call brain mu na say ohun say oxygen kan wa eno no timinya stroke ne coma no ne dia keke ka ho na wo betime nya brain damage into we no so first one I believe say definitely be trauma a year no sector of the hospital no much share na adwene mai o may T scan na ye hwe adwene ni na function papa adwene e won sa no baby kakra to tijima kra na wo say wunhi adwene nyina ba kakra na ebete no na say wo kwa ye nti no ye be evaluations ma the former teams Newcastle na we nyina no obia de na de ba na papa ye hwe earthquake papa ye say ye ja asem safo bi asem bi pono na de aina de bia no ya ye hu se emfa ye ho ba so wo hwe Ghana bakosem so a ye nya airframe money earthquakes ni bia kama
mama de em say bibi atiasi na so ye ho nti ene ye ma bomba de atwen na mama wafa kwame aba bomba de bam say we nko we history pa beautiful place
me twaso
oh to aso hey okay all right and
enti no
bomodiana ne snappy kakra so na
I'm yes not you say earthquake
na
there
de aka no fabra ye no audio fabra ye be born later on why
earthquake there na betum kakra enti wo hwe Ghana yenzo so no se aka kire you ya map o man ni nyamisi Ghana ye ni problem ya map o man ni nyina ye ni bebi a wewo ye ni bebi a ye etikwadu ye ni bebi a obi ton katie sans earthquake ni so no ye wo bebi a front fault line the ma earthquake ni say onyankopon na ba na asase no wode asase si asase akwese plate edidi mu no saa na enti fan asase plate enti ye wo platonic plate ye wo tectonic plate enti plate no unse se continent na kan ni nyina no na ye ba ko nipa activities na yi no end up dey divide saa enti wo betime de the entire Indian continent no betime da affect Africa because Africa is mother land bia na drift cause ye fan continental drift and as a continental shift enti Africa asase na wo no ekesi Asia ukwa eponmu a so oceanography na divers kwa ekesi Asia na baby won so Asia den no bia KCAC bia through Alaska no na Japan Alaska na KC North American almost continent no na ekosa into to the bia Africa no o pushing ho plate no as a plate mienu no na Asia den so pese o pushing no why na dey cause oso mienu ku no it we KC ni ya KC ni na ye dey equal opposite force no why na dey no we na and the causes are earthquake no it ye hu say ye wo fault line ye da ho a saa aho no so to bebia na asase ni kesi anim se de oso menu ku a ese oso menu ku a asase na bre it will back Ghana so a ye nya cases of earthquakes ye first one nya ye way back in the 17th century 1636 in nya ye first major earthquake and no is free on the same year be 1862 1906 1939 na they see 1939 na eno pa na ekuni papa no nipa 17 de wuye na nipa 133 April eno kwa na just 6.5 magnitude enye 7.8 de ni bi na wo hwe na nsem mu no yenye bi 8 of January 97 14 of February 97 na 6 of March na meka wansa no na ye just 4 ene yin papa oba Ghana baby bia we na earthquake no says major one si Ghana wotu baby a na enso onso so na esisi adam papa ni nyina one Pedias Lodge e ho na ye president no on no koje yesima Kwame Nkrumah no ho na president no senka the equivalent of American Camp David no koje na home Pedias Lodge airport Kotoka airport and so 40 line Bema camp Jubilee House na ankaza Jubilee House na baby akuzi Jubilee House no and so no earthquake no ono so na sase ya wato no odem ministries ni nyina ukwa akra ministries ni nyina omo dem departments and agencies kokomemle town na efen kokomemle no omo so dem earthquake line no efri ho Volta region and na ma besi akra na kofa Makati Hill obi onu akra bia Makati Hill so na dam papa we dey ewo ebe tampa and na Tantra Hill and na nyanu na akwa ko bo eponemu ya ka ye wo lands commission ye wo surveyors ye wo assemblies any ye wo can say various departments or local government more. Oh, munim society in Yanada and papa will be the site plan about. Site plan even no Sudan, Makati, na say, Yakoshe yin so Makati, a earthquake yin sit down ho. And papa soon a horn independent could see. Na say, I didn't kiss in this independent who are after the Yakas Yabu Yamisobo, and then Yamia didn't want to prevent it. No, we sue a boy, a bias of 1 yes, a banana, or no one a year, you will be a ba. Central and a local government, I sit down and so horn soon you sit down, then you sit down,
I'm say obi ati esi bombardier line so nti amane kasa no ati ko ekyire bombardier se obeka ti nipa no watu aso se yanko enim na ekyire ya ba so a yanko wofa kwame so wofa kwame omyutu hu ene yanko bama so
Adwin kesi
yo wofa na impom to say
adum no a obadi adaroma team
good yo ene they are betu ni o
me bae meti se o ka eja Ghana said ye be ya ye da will be preaching no the main unit na ye formal sub units no was a focus also no on me babeti and Master Bidu so obeka DSC take year ho asem we wo say draw attention ekowe na overbody ene de no kreni wakasa kama first year me wo message man so na DSC take the betumi esi bebia ebibi ni enkrande ya plate ya akraka ho asem but o might say Japan de omunya ho duro de bet omo technology was yi ho de earthquake no ho de ene omo ya de pa ebi ne say omo adai no omo si se de be ya anti seismic structures se de be ya da no kra se ba ubo se da no air string sa enti se assassin kan assassin ho den na se enkrofo eti se den ya obesie ne de ene ama omo standards say usia ehoye earthquake zone enti also see to standards enko say structures because a dan bua nyame apata life so beko enti Ghana for no o say yebo modern na oka na kwesi governance so enti yemo modern say de be ya yebe ma emra papa bi aye adwuma na ofa body owura na owuo no so owu so onwu yo di owo take na wakoye victim no ase wakomu bi in fact minim say owura na ewu ya na se de omu si kan ho asem die mi oye footballer ninti wo munye nipa minim wo mo kese but em say the all Canada em say enka we citizen citizen in the sense say we patriotic na ye ka citizen asem na yesi yi o man bi eti say Greek for no wo mo je wo mo technology no free Egypt akaye Africa memu na wo mo no mo trans na wo mo esi wo mo study the class of people wo mo form oman so wo mo group wo mo into 3 na first group no idi a wo mo de man no de babro fu mu enye de but the wo mo ne say ye de indifference ye mfa ho no country broke or no broke and then ye de mfa ho de ye be die nko na ye dwene ho sa group no omo na edi omo na wase no e na wo ba esore a e from tribal groups no ne say wɔn de wɔn nim ne wɔn kuo a wɔn join sɛ wɔn party de wɔn nim ne ebi asɔre a wɔn kɔ de wɔn nim ne ebi a tribe a wɔn free mu nti wɔn no wɔn boundaries no wɔn define wɔn boundaries they don't go beyond the other boundary nti wɔn no ebi ne wɔn a wɔn mindset na yɛ partisan no so they think about their parties alone forgetting say Ghana a unity bi a ɛwɔ sɛ yɛhwehwɛ ne yɛhwehwɛ kwan a yɛbɛbuild no na Ghana no amu nso ɛsa yɛ sub unit when you take it on global side so enti Ghana no a yɛwɔ mu no a sese no tribes people yi ɛna sese aka sɛ wɔn na control wɔn mind no man yɛ den sɛ yɛbɛ move to third unit no that third unit ne deɛ ɛno deɛ from patriots citizens a wɔn yɛ patriotic wɔn mind yie wɔn adwene ne sɛ so wɔn mind yie a effect obiara ho tɔ no so ɛna ɛboa ma nipa no nso obi a ɔhyɛ ɔwɔ group no mu di ne nyansa aba sɛdeɛ ɛbɛyɛ a society no ne biribiara bɛkɔ kama bɛ Ghana no yɛ level no ɛda number 2 tribal system tribal citizens ɛne ɛwɔ na enti ɛwɔ sɛ ɛyɛ adwuma na even kura udru saa patriotic no a citizens no a still ya wo adwuma yo you have to move up because your universal project ɛwɔ hɔ no a say me krom a me win school bi te sɛ Sorbonne University ankwala no ɔmo way say the world should go ecological. The world should go ecological because we have the planet to protect. So, I was say, a near maybe to say a friend is a domination. Any Western mentality of colonization, you know, it was not good. It's serve only a section, but in several planets, you know. And this I will say we have to read them out. One more, they think of nationalism. Near my say yeku. Near starting thinking about humanity. So because if we are say we you know, I didn't hear nipa brabo mu 2 things: service to humanity and reference to the creator. So we need the Emma would be a what creative system or what be and what the now we nipa. Now, Matisi say, you say, reshufflement to say, you Emma, ya appointed point in Crawford. But finance minister no de one but ya appointed will be so own finance ministry no more. Oh no, your money title say Minister of State in the Ministry of Finance. I mean, Tibrofunasi, or be minister in the Minister of Finance or no so Ministry of Finance saying or Ministry of Finance or I cry one out Tibrof we are no them why because we Ghana no areho na a friend is saying Petro can work as a Ghana for your mom said ye be ya Ukraine ye be show your bitterness, you know. Oh, Ghana for the area hone say Yakotna barbering shop. Then him say Baby Quanya ye no. We ye bone and a to me casa. And yet home. Now uko fia no we re kokacho say na other na tran home you say ya. Of course, oh. But the man of Bassano, and they say, Pastor, a constitution, you know, Lawrence Constitution. So, and now, what Trahon Emma say you as a president, now when you party as majority in the parliament, let us what be yami. What be yami? Only say won't mean tons you. but step power pass all the chinchi more minor there and ut me the opebia because nobody on the land will bet me a challenge you because on our control soldier for on our control principal for on our control a supreme court to announce judges on money. Now when they bet me will be mu now what demonstration na papa enso ne wo fase na minister of finance na wo koye demonstration na wo ka tia soldier for say ohun nkwala no a wo mo ha adwene no a na se wo ko ne ye di niema ye ku ne di niema bubu na ni utiri mu a won na akosu ya kire no enti se Ghana mo pese ye e ma Ghana for instead ye be di nkwasi asem no na ya promote nyansa the constitution must go. And no dear, me banas man can me hon to me.
All right.
Now,
NFSC, why?
Me DC, minimum say my boss or no dear, minimum so will be piami. Now, the woman is saying, Sri Lanka for almost so, see, say, see, dear, o mana beto monsem, inti kwanya ombefa so, and omo befa so. It be a net dachi. They can afford ya kukudru, ya ko gate no, then near my sister, with the manuesi.
Thank you very much, Ofa Kwame, and Ordinano SC, and in Shalom. After a very long time, Ahomano so into Yama Shalom, and so Akwabe. Now, I just Unia Shalom, every year, Mako a year of a tune, very much. So for of a tune, very much. Shalom, ultimate car, Bamaso.
Adwene kase group we so
yo obia Joseph
me mo aboy kakra me kakra me wo ko baby na ho no ye fra no 23 aya na 33 kro din very close to Argentina na ho no mo ye farms of kwa me there me the photos ni ye me the big church no na ekwayo no moyo na the whole year no mo say 4 to 5 months dry, and so water system na they always boost themselves say ade omo no e form when nentwie na other areas nso omo water no omo do soya beans ni watermelon ni fruit ni ade ehweko ya enhyeda anya rich bia but ntutuye ne hihye na ma makurafo no kɔ ahaban no so kɔyɛ adwuma nti no ɔmo nyanam de kɔ amano ne kɔtɔn ehwe ekomu ayɛ wɔ nneɛma no bebree so nneɛma nkɔyi mo edi nkɔmɔ paa mo elaborate on sɛ earthquake AC Turkey mo ka bi ɛfa yɛ nua atwe ho me mete yɛ no mentumi nda me ti hyehyɛ because of atwe and atwinankasa per se now no hono like he's standing for like over 100 or 200 or 300 people. We atwinankasa ojan onimpa be 300 400 wa Ghana because me hwe ne philanthropy nkofo all the prisoner omo problems are all send this kasa yemfembo omo hiambo wa yeresemu a ohwe omo enti atwinankasa na ye ka no ne modembo na won ne benefit to the society and am ye nyina ye team hihye say where is the guy because ye mpanimfo no mo wo so no nyomo so omo toto no ye hu omo hu be bia omo mfa pan ne wura nti youth na ye ba so no we have to come together to encourage ourselves mpanimfo no mo anyi no bi mu so mo be hye nkwan sa akoda say ye ntumi ye mpo a ye be kye mo kwan na mo ayo ti se ne program yi o kasa mo cheche mo ye no bebre nti atwu bese no na ye ka no ne ndwuma o di ne nwoma a wo ye no and yes no we need this guy alive to help us move on so ye asama ye pasa ye ka no aha nti enye atwena ngasa ne personal body but ne ndwuma o di
Na Shalom oh. Oh. Shalom oh. Shalom. Shalom Timinka. Quite unfortunate. Say Shalom Eura farm no deeper nti mekasa onte mamenko wofa twum berima so. Say Shalom ebe ichira we'll give him the chance to talk. Ofa twum ene bama so.
Yeah, no, hi.
Bama so ofa twum.
Hello.
Ofa twum Timinka.
Yeah, hello. What's wrong with me?
Ya de etunka. Na oti yanka.
What? Na my volume no come for more.
Hwana osi de na ofom.
Hello.
More volume no. I will form pa.
Ane ofa. Ya said ya wu free so na sa bra so bi na me hwa de why na me Shalom nwie na asem. Why?
Okay,
thank you. Shalom.
Oh, sorry.
Na
Wi-Fi is so na me hu.
Na me busa question be right.
But you repeat the question with you.
Sir, ohwe ensem a wo ka about ora Christian Achua. I'm say very very captivating, exciting, right? He seriously promoting life, right? Seven people. Now ube busa say na life ora Christian Achu several my life I kama ama enuanum bi no then na life na ehwema sade we say eto Christian Achu a Christopher no when we want to go religious settings very well hwe onua Achu ade a wo ye nyame adwuma pa na oye de be ana oye na de na ye nyankopon ema sade we say eto Achu and we be no say
what can say obisa question pa say yen no bi ba kan say be bia atwerenchem sie no nimpa nkasa ya makwan manka yesisi adan ana say ye build sitio ho no omo create mfomso enti mfomso no wonso kotena ho a mfomso no bi betumi ehia am say okaka kakokomlemle bobo mmemmia wo Ghana ho a my obobo some Makati Hill ni street bi e wa Accra even baby or say Flagstaff house is na no prone to earthquake lines enti
meaning
so
say
high no
Flagstaff
more
and then no
no
can peduase de na no can
and just say earthquake prone areas in the world and I say all year comparison
okay
nimpa hwe han ne ya brede nti ya ha wona e wa asase so no nimpa ngasa ye ni da ho bone ne hwe han na ye no eno so tumi de e ko ho mu ye wi a ye bekọ koyi blame no akoma se ya mfa nhye ya me ko a ye de be hye bonsam ko mbi a ye si dan no so na bonsam ngina ho that's the 2 points de bia no ya nka se onyame na oye ya o bonsam na wa ye ne blame games bi nti aya na me pese me ko ho beble nti no ne ha me ne se atwunu se ai se okwentuni ana se okwentuni o bone yi no bia onim saa bia no na aye tina bia I believe say after this you know be hwe bebie a mover relocate akoba bia because I think say Ghanaians will even talk to him and I say busuafo ana mo mbe no because saa bia no kwa no bia mentwa kwa mpomfo una mpo amenhwe because ahweyi de hia pa saa na memetumi aka mebisa enti metumi aka say omo settle ho no and omo create problem no ma wo so what na no wen ase ebi na bebe na say bika fra yen hu omo nka na say anti omo ken enti no saa na memetumi eyi saa question na
okay all right then let's just say more or less how we will relate with current or existing circumstances no and we will face the consequences ana person them boy
yes akoya to say who ye ignore ship who ye ignore ship man as who ye loading aya ye de ndade bi fafa hunchi na de fa nneoma kosoro ansa na ye de ewu container na one day bi ina ye adwuma bi serious pa na ye fa yi no na man bi say onye hwe ndi meti so onye hwe na meka jen so onyina ho I say wo preti hunchi na meka sa onye hwe no kwa wakan kwa me bukwa afu no rough na me say onye hwe ne so onye hwe dade no emla no se sadade no say dade aye so twetwene na fa foforo fa hye esense nneoma na wo befa de akoso no se tifi hunchi ne behwe a ade na tumi ase bia ye machines ana say luggage ade ne basai na wo je na wo si enye hwe nti nia me pese ye due dwumadi we nya de hye ya adwen mu ana say omo ti ana say ye ti efunu ya hwefo no ye be say omo hwe dwumadi so omo hye program no ndu echi na anya hwe na say ye hwe nti onye mfa hye adwen mu say enye hwe no enye word o say ye ka but yenye serious say ade no ye de mbra no ntutue no hye be ye dwuma enso omo kan bi say land commission sikedie ne corruption ne bradbring ho na efipo o say ha me na mehwe so ha nso ye say atowenche mitumisi na mpanyinfo na ahemfo ne ɔman mpanyinfo ɔmo kan wɔ mu no ɔmo ahwɛ onyankopɔn wɔ soro anim ahwɛ sabonsam so anim sɛ ha atowenche mbesi mpo amemetɔn agye ne sika di ɔmo bɛtena no so ɔmo bɛhwɛ ewu mpo ɛmfa mo na wagye ne sika di ana akɔtɔ ne kaa bi ana sɛ ɔde agye na kyɛdeɛ bi akɔgye ne nyamonyam bi na ɔsɛe ne ɔhaw na adeɛ na ɛba nkyirima so nti ebi ne yɛabrɛbɔ ne yɛntotoɛ ne yɛhyehyɛ na nkɔ yie no ɛne baby na mama akra ehwe baby wɔ asase wɔ isu no ɛn sɛ yɛmɛ bɔ earthquake no ɔno asesa manimdie a nkɔfɔ de bɛhwɛ sɛ ha atɔrɔ nkyɛm ti nti akɔyɛ ti sɛ woyɛ na wo sɛ wo kɔ hospital na yɛahwɛ wo na wo sɛ wo kɔ da mpaebɔ ase ana sɛ wo kɔ da akɔmkyi bi asɔre bi yɛ na yɛmɛ bɛgye wo a na akɔyɛ sɛ sabi wunyansa no ɛyɛ akakyire wo yɛre yɛ wo sɛ wo kɔ hospital na yɛhwɛ wo ɔmo wɔ ayare hu nimdie man kwada mpaebɔ ase wokoye fast na akɔ no musuo na ebegyae ɛna spiritual thing ye ni sinsum wi aden sɛ physical word nti o say ya apply physical sense and physical knowledge and say common sense na aboye nyina na me so meyi a meka no.
Thank you very much. Shalom. A lot said ya will see a canon. Apply physical wisdom. See, very very interesting. Yeah, now money very simple. Say, and you know be our honor or more take common sense. They just want to take the power that is here as our lives, no cry out of the scene. I say common sense. Ndia yang kasi dia. So yang kasi dia. Common sense idea. But when you observe life very well, that which you call common sense, and you think say you have it, and then you'll be able to use it to manage your life and what have you. When you observe life very well, you realize that even common sense, it does not belong to you. It belongs to the power that is here as you. But your friend common to you say you want to take of a best you can't come a people want to take away absolute power. Yes, absolute power out of the equation. But then again, said you kind of nyankopon obo earthquake so obo storms obo heavy rains, what have you what some nyansa as to how we will be able to manage or live with all these things in life. And I will say any use to adwene no. Thank you very much. Ora shalom. Kosubo adwuma. Wati kosubo adwuma pa. Na mema wo fatwum. Emre na ontoa na se Africa na obehya ase. Nti overtwum.
Oh, yes sir. Papa, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Ne ba maso.
I drink here. Mpa ye no sem je sem abusia for me na nanom nyina obi ahoye.
Ofa obi ahoye pa obi ahoye.
Enuanom a. Right. Ma tie mu kakra. Na de wo kan se sie I pimpin madwene kakra. You talked about common sense. idea young Ghana for you. I talk. I mean, say me talk. Me, I'm saying you use common sense, in the context. To say, see, as someone SC or Turkey, any Syria, a natural disaster. Nyame na year. Now, say, who share or mind to say Japan, it's an every a yearly occurrence. Earthquake, or disaster. Power, mind be anywhere. And Japan are buying over the years, what in the common sense, I yank she be a woman who said, woman earthquake, and the tear, you swear to almost anti amphibia, be the kakra, woman reduce you the impact, You are using their common sense. There. Now, the SC Tech in Rano, I who said, images, maybe are frightening. I was watching live on BBC and CNN. But, say, Oba Ghana ha. Yam say we a disaster. Yeah, mean to me in front of natural. Are you self-inflicted? Yeah, Ghana says are you bankrupt. The whole country is on their knees. And apart from that, she say the Ghana government is begging another country, Germany, to beg on our behalf, to beg China. So I'm the what pick is our news?
Yeah. I think I read it. Yes, I read it.
Ghana government is begging another country to beg on Ghana's behalf. Say, and you're self-inflicted, and yet the same disaster. Say, yes, you're Syria, and you take, So I don't know in the context that you may describe it so way. That's the Ghana. You see, I have fair common sense. Because we had a choice not to be president on for private jets, on for ministers. As we speak, the ministers in Ghana are still riding V8 cars, which is a high fuel consumption car. Because it be a common sense, And what just said, so we pack all the near you so simple cars, more car, and so still, train. And see, car common sense, if you say, I don't know. Abino is talking about haircuts and call for pensioners a bit age group with what we see car and car, what would you to bonds and can we are seeing now? Abide the Ghana will always be there. Ghana ain't collapsed that. We are seeing World War I, World War II, Germany, Adolf Hitler, Ukraine, Russia, at some point. Ukraine will still be there, Russia will be there. It's not the safest baby I would do a government bonds. And no, I buy no see will be pension will be the same and can make bonds. Mimi bonds, for the whole of this 2023. Now at this age 75, I need money. I need to eat well. I need money to buy. I just have maybe age 20, 30, 40, 50. Age me vulnerable. I need money every step of the way. Healthy. Na menyinate. Ebi kwa mi wadro bi so ebi am blood pressure, mi odabi. I need medication. Time bia no. Aban no say. Enso akufo adoni ofori ata de wo musika wo ya koto offstock. Wo mo fa buy. They are not hair cutting themselves so. They are not packing all the V8 cars. They are still using high fuel consumption cars. Yeah, minu mi enu koto adia yutiaka. Are you telling me, are these people using their common sense? These people are a bunch of idiots. They are wicked people.
You all right?
So,
let's. I want to tow line no kakra so that we will get somewhere. So say no say say are these people using their common sense, right?
Right.
And what possible ways are now be to me at the end sa common sense no I will no use you.
And then you can't say the almost you see a compare Busia or IMF. Now IMF for not catch say we must do our homework internally. A mixer. We must first reduce the size of government expenditure. The government so far is not reducing, and therefore, my appointments. They have appointed some ministers that minister. Not because why make some more appointments? Woman, you bet you are as gracia. Meanwhile, you don't have the money, you are bankrupt. And then there is a list of new appointees. Yabamobia car, Yamobia bungalow. When you are down on your knees begging Germany to beg on your behalf, Master, I mean, seriously, I don't get it. This is so we're in your madness there. I don't know what definition I should put. And yet the epicenter of stupidity of the highest degree. There is a list of new appointees. Yabamobia will write in a new your friend is saying V8 car, Yabaman government bungalow, Yabasaman ex gracia. Yabaman allowance is to be in the manema, yes, Yeniska. Because Yeniska, Yenina, we losing our bet. Yenina, Kati Opia expenditure down. We don't need one of the problems is Akufo-Addo came with the largest size of appointees in the history of Ghana. That is one component. Ama Yesikasem Aseye. Can you sign a COVID-19 and Russia-Ukraine war? Russia-Ukraine war is still going on. And that is to say, and yet you come at the 18 because and yes, I new appointments. I feel almost part Germany for Germany for and Copa China for near fire can't. Do you think that is how German government, Chinese guys, is that how they run their countries? No, they use their level of common sense. Until they live within their means, cut their coat according to the size of the cloth. Within the same context that Ukraine war is going on, COVID-19 was going on, so China economy is still buoyant. German economy is the strongest economy in Europe. Why is Ghana's economy collapsed? Why? Are we the only country that COVID-19 and Ukraine were affected? That is not true. That is the biggest lie. COVID-19 affected every country. The friend of pandemic, universal. So, for cancer, Obra, any day, wawabo. Obra, any day, wawabo. Yeah, Santifon, Kumasi, mean, you know. Na, and Penny, who sent Penny for Cassay, Womsi Nipa. Yawa, Usha, so because you want to win your Jumabia. Na, what way a bemo, we are by, we are bema. Now, wako high dine, we are Juma, we jacket, yakaka, we high dine, one room. Go to Stanley, the near fair polish, your friend of mansion polish. Now, you're the trap border, a ruby, there's a wine. Now, the carpet, cacras and finfin. Now, what to, and could be near friend of IDC in Kunya, what to be a bakum, you know, this your nadi, curtain, and to maybe a friend of partition, a trim, you know, now one panel, a tree. Now, the cupboard be, kitware be, a woodwork be. Now your friend missive, now the Ovaltine, etc. corn beef, pig milk, now the bulb, cania, it be a red, green, blue, now ship, now they're not done disco, and no who she our bar. Let us Obana who said, oh Bob Bra, why I die, which be to a dying cat. Now what to bucket ube Jeremy and you dredge your abontain. Bucket, no, you sense you could your friend Bob Rapa, a year saying Bob Rapa. That is how life began. You know, in the early days. And Yakuko Koswa and Fede Nipenya Scan, maybe our sit down, no, as he say, no, Obequabucha, no, Obesia, the Obeco Secondary School University, no, so we started from somewhere. Bob Brapa. But they say in Ghana, a more Brapa, yet the grow in the AD. But other countries say Bob Brapa. So, and disaster, I see Turkey and Syria. A natural disaster, a yearly occurrence in Japan. Yes, Ghana, you were disasters, you see, economic disaster. And you're natural, a self-inflicted. You were new human beings and you are training how to manage people, society. And the people are living above their means. In the economy, share resources and you will gold, diamond, timber, bauxite, cocoa. So why is Ghana's economic collapse? Why? You have to ask that question. What country to say Dubai, Qatar, now you World Cup, only one line resource, oil, and one Ghana would natural resource more than 10, 20. Ghana should be richer than Dubai. But what we lack is the leadership, the honest leadership. Actually, leadership was here, the dream. They say you know gold. Ghana have been selling gold for over 100 years. We Johannesburg or Boise Gold, they're the next largest. Cocoa, they are turning cocoa for over 100 years. And so still we are poor. Dubai has only one item, oil. Dubai is the #1 tourist center in the whole world. It used to be Florida, Miami, and America are flying into Dubai. They're building hotels with just the oil. Ghana, your natural resource, there's a 10 or 20 difference. Ghana should be the #1 tourist center in the world with the resources and the media system from their mind. But actually, the brain, no common sense, the demand manage, and anyone, resources, no, but China for I said one, but no, two, the court because you're Jimmy. You see, you're doing I hear from Krasi, gold, you two last year, Sakumono, you two villages, village Biaso, I was your penny, or Dicro. Odi krono 1 minute woman is cut down China and East Bro to the court one I think classic for 1% you are now we are yes before because your brain is not working.
Okay.
The brain is not working.
You. What about you?
Common sense in there. Wouldn't be a would
You. Abo common sense hon komo kakra e de amaye ye be dase. Why? Na ya mo ahome so ha se ye bre na e kwa ne sa wo se emu bi aka kakra na fe ye round up. Ti ma me nko nana sika eso ana sika ira. Nana sika ira. Enti ene ora banfure ye obosonfo ye ma akwan na won so bra. Obosonfo ba ma so. Obosonfo well, obosonfo yente wonka enti pomodiana se wo de beto so na wasa I get it back. Why? And then we can move on. Why? Fatu so never back. Na mema Isaac mbra owi a akwesi Yesu enso aba. Isaac bamazo.
Adwin kase.
Empom to say
your bomu say meter.
good one there.
I mean,
You, any yanko.
Mati say, you can't earthquake or something, before some fire, no, mammy call earthquake, so. But yeah, then Yanko Pans say, you nani, Suma Unia, a true. Yeah, because Uncle Fak and Honson be because you see the old Dino and the abon, Uncle Fak and Honson be because Wabua. By the Yanko Pass so or more or more says no all hospital or much as when you're injured by a new set injuries there we are there so far as I mean you work you over 5,000 people now or more bush or more council into the Yanko Pass no more so more you or more people and so no Yanko on one show muscle because the omo wounds no yema omo family yako because Bible crack or say two party na a year so what nipa dasani e dey enfa na say wo do adwen ko Bible just say for adwen ko ba bia year no wo no because e ho na dachi also wo wie ye no bekwa kodru nti no yesu nyina no na wosu ho nti ye nyina ye twe adwen na so yeah ye no kre yeah prince abekan bebre efa earthquake a Ghana ho nti no se ntre Ghana ye nya edan akese no ne nyina na ye earthquake zone no yeah nti no nyan mo abekan nti no ye mo mo nyina yakọ ene speed recovery. Sometimes yeah baha my Ghana ho intina yeah ba show we so and my Ghana no and you be dia na ya dia nti so bi bana or the Ghana no to chacha yeah kan anu ntum nkofo be tag here so we are partisan we say omo be the omo person mo dwen bia na omo opinion o ntumi sisi obia na mbom me kasati so omamba because sanya koku ye ya one na wo kan ho asem o criticize no sana obia ba o ye ne kankan a yes You better know who said the oh, you can't, you can't, you better criticize it. Into no, wow, because so, and as a too political, or you say, and as a I dear me, you know, maybe America. Adeɛ mmienu a mabɛsua baako ɛwɔ America ɛne baako ɛne asɔre amekɔ ɛde Church of Christ no, because asɔre Church of Christ no yɛmfa ntorɔ ɛmfa nwura mu ɛna wontumi fa ntorɔ ɛmfa mmɛyɛ teachers Church of Christ no baabiara sɛnea so obiara ne deɛ ɔsom but mmom yɛnyinaa nkyɛkyerɛ baako ɛna yɛnyinaa yɛfolo nti no okɔ baabi na obi kyerɛ na nkyɛkyerɛ na nkɔ yie a wowɔ ho kwan sɛ wode Bible no ayɛ dɛ ɛde kasa kyerɛ wo nua no nti na Bible say kasa sɛ Nyankopɔn ka Nyankopɔn asɛm a kan sɛnea Bible no esi kan ɛmfa wei ɛna yɛyɛ sei sesia de ewiase asesa nkɔfɔ mo wɔ hɔ no na ewiase nso sesa ma ɔmo ba Bible no etim baabi etim no America America akyɛ me ne sɛ America ma hu sɛ nipa nyɛ hwee ɛna nipa no ntumi embosu wɔ wusika ho ana dibre bi a ukura America ni fa ho power bi a ukura America ni fa ho yebuo se enye de yo emfa ne ho because ono no ohun no ho se o te se wa nti no on tra ho ama wo metete ho nkyere no ade a mahunu wo America no nti na ha no obi wo sika mpo a se na obre ne ho ase and o mas so mo a mo hwe no work up no mo hwe t-shirt na o hye yeah the whole world on o sika pa na so t-shirt na o hye hwe se na o tie nkofo stadium but this is the time yentra ho ma aban we no amfa yenim entwitwa and say oh my Ghana na e betra ho na aka so and oye say and na oye say no hwe reshafu bia omoaye yet to ho trade ministry pa when you be papa bia amfa na anko say Katie Hamo no mind bia I sabi aban we or drink Ghana for ho anka obi a ye fa no any Katie Hamo yentra na Katie Hamo koton Ghana shape edi sika no kufu attack Katie Hamo koton Ghana shape edi sika no because so a ban wa MPP dia so ye two parties but obi ba ye no na sama ye kan fa no ho de na ye mo de because show we no ye quiet show we so and ye silly so senia has for anthem net no has for the end there almost say don't be silly but ye no ye silly we show we so and don't be quiet so ye quiet you bet can't ye Ghana ne etno because said ye kono kan that menana shebre and ye di agro na mremu a na meto because my baby to me come anuntum and about way that was no been new question back criticizing and this car say obi wa ko pension asesi anu untumi ndidi do be dim police say aye dia man because aban pese or den sika no eto chacha or dia to chacha pawi or dia to chacha pawi and na wo fa tum be kan ye no hwe cars omo air driving hwe dia mo ye no eno ano mo ye and don't just say you are see this obi se no ho akire na ohun won abrabo mu so di pay and partner no ho akire ni ma sesa but aban we no enye bibi se no ho akire no yeto aban we abobo se akire aban bia na so wontumi ntra bibia aban we aye because bibi bia aban we aye bia na ndc sika and omodi aye ye wo ha ye nkofa bobo sia na so Ghana nya ho fa so near to any ayekom because we bad men can accept men yes
so ana me musa question is to give our discussion a direction. What shall I say with Ora Katie Hammond, right? Say if we were to be a serious nation any kwan sɛ nka KT Hammond ana yɛde ne kɔ trade ministry right. Now question I'm person we busa na de meet miɛnsa na mekɔ sika ɛna obusomfo ɛso ɛne sɛ if we want to grow as a nation, what should we reward as a nation?
See, you pursue you grow as a nation. Be a wire the panel and the man a chance.
Okay.
Be a say idea and they see a man a chance.
Obi a wire the pa.
Yeah. And they born a basu man year more. No be a wabe say idea and the edition so.
To was a church mu ye kakra. Say okase obi a wire the pa at the pa in what sense? Church mu kakra.
At the panel say oba ye no yama opposed that. Oba the one for Ghana sika and found to chacha. Ministry o wono one fa ka ama senior head ministry no aboka Ghana ka atiche sika ma omo ho no. Saa nkofo we no say aban bi ba no ante wo mo antumu ne o hwa obi wa abo Ghana for no ne asan the post for frama no because we could defend a ban or a canoforiata a invitation for the man privileges committee at the friend KTM yet chairman now what defend the oforiata no one who said oforiata Ghana a can of bono into a Sierra Wadono na yan drink senior of a Katie Hammer every Ghana sika ekoton Ghana ship on ship okoton ye edi sika no ofu aban antumi anchena antumo omo ye do omo call enso a court ye no rock asen basa na sa nipa we wo record na ya sa amman post trade ministry enye concert because yenim Katie Hammer senior oye concert onye obi mpo ese ye di brebi ma no it is sa nipa we no wo di oman ajapade ehye sa eso hu ohwehwe na eyimu because ebreche yen sori anfa post mo obi se o obi a ne ho akanda na ya san the post man so sa
okay transfer on say obi call prison ba ohun ya na society epese although I am from so right
into no man is second chance
me bato wase the omo ye say they find possible means just to get the person infused and I say pese ye man embracing it within the society one more time and no ohwa ya na ye mo petty responsibilities in kakra for them to build upon on their material going forward wabo ora your friend say Katie Hammond asem say he was given a huge role and uncle said he see there a pen. Now for argument's sake you find say bia he's learned out of whatever happened, so for argument's sake now we want to try to reprogram him back into the society. What kind of petty rules and anka be suggest say thank you pese e so no hwekra say okay the back and no osua bibi wo ma what kind of petty rules and I was thank you the man no na ye hwe the commitment level and say na ya command a huge one.
That's a good question. Anka rule I say MPP for the man and say so mo man post for MPP office ho normal office wo because trade ministry no enye fediagro enye ministry because one of the major challenges are government no one no trade ministry ho into no obi ti say KT Hammer anka say bia parliamentary ho no sanya NDC for year reshuffle no so mo and mo year reshuffle ne fa no kwa share aduma akufo do onye serious because obi ti say KT Hammer ye fa no enye because aban no KT Hammer e be ye west kra achen Chemante.
Okay.
because nipa to say Katie Amono, yem fanem ben baby papa say.
Mhm.
Yeah, me person.
O person share no you Isaac.
Yeah,
Yeah,
baby
yeah.
low class AEB. Now or handle her.
Okay.
Nay, who so
And it's
Katie Amo crumble.
and then say yeah build upon that in kakra. You, Mati. Thank you very much. Yeah, Brendan to know. Mami call obosom fo so eh. Na nesi ka me ba so. Why? Me ba so say wo buy me fro na ko. Oh. Mhm. E ba ne sa na ye bibi e ho. Enti obosom fo ba ma so.
I drink here.
Beautiful.
Papa Smiley, what's in
Nyame adom meton kapa wate meton kakama
Muda oye.
Yo ene obosom fo yenko na yemonkomo wate yemonkomo
Yo papa, what's in
yeton kapa why
okay, me that say me chia if you for any tea for nyina any ahwefo yeah me that say ma member aba so say wetimi edisima ba ko ato say yemfa nkai ye nuanom a omo ho akoka idwamu ewo taking ni Syria memu 24 radio me bo aba so eda wase so esa animonyam na wahye ye nuanom a omo eko krechina chuso ye bompa ye mano now when me colleague be finish me me fan or ya achu Christian achu fan me can maybe me call Ghana kra no se minto Black Star jersey mano I dey achu di abo dia humachi no sending me link about the latest update say omo achu na or the hospital ba wanya ne nine na say we prana or have some breathing issues enti enye Ghana for nko nye do na amanfo bebre akoma ene onwani eda achu so ana bompaye eka sene ofa bodi beka ni mapa bia na o yemikra na menni menye ofa bodi na eka nka menim so ye bibisa enti ne dwuma pa mpa nhirambre no ma ono so onya nkwa enti na nche on toso nye ne dwuma pa enti ye bompaye mu odin pa e ma Christian achu papa I'm say over tunes matene nka over say endro over say the yame enim say enya critical say enya critical so say wontimi for the endro we ndro a wo beto enti wonya nwe ofa wo yaka say wonya nwe enti member me call we quickly on Isaac or criticize say KTM enya obi won say Ghana obi say the trade ministry ne emano and just that's a typical of Ghana. Yeah, how from say you can't criticize it. And I was expecting say at the end of the submission, no, say okay, and see and nipa way near the man. I want to say papa we engaging or try say we shift direction of the discussion, no. But still no, he wasn't constructive enough in his submission and I say in his criticism. Papa, we no come from bao, me dim say be a kind of mantia. Constructive criticism.
Yenya fama intino said you all kind of right. You felt to say he wasn't objective, he wasn't so constructive. Okay, I'll awaken that element in him, right? I'll awaken. I can't be so na ubefa adadano said you be say what massage your friend say baby your massage your friend say
Hani your friend here on
ta on says alcohol no more on baby a wo problem bi wo no hu we say omo da na omo miamia kakra so no omo miamia enti what you want to awaken out of Ora Isaac no miamia no kakra now awaken that in him. That is what we want.
Papa Mate, I was on no crap for submission or shall say or say Ghana who don't in a year so it means we share common interest.
Okay.
Despite our political office. And and what I would do to help him and appreciate and make his the efforts and inputs constructive and they say what was say your papa Katie Hammond say we say you ejeje no sabi boni dimbo say we know our court bia and declare nisa and also so ya na yenye cautious but going forward on say nipa no ebia based on no opinion feels that he's not the right hand for the job or a citizen or a Ghanaian because in Shishaye bia ni na mutu bia yewura Katie Hammond be your trade ministry hono e be affect Isaac e be affecting in one way or the other. or legitimate rights or best share any opinion. If be a class petition, if you no nim be or 5 papa no a mimi nim and papa me no any. Obeti me atron kata ama ye man be say ntino. If he say papa you the mana emwa. Well, no I know, sir, in that very formal and more acceptable manner. Not why I say na mono. Nti osaso wa kwenya so say okay. Me hwe Ghana ebia inzima ana say bolga ana azim. Asema si we nipa we na me gidi say president o consider na ebeboa because onim trade minister ebia say ni nti obetimi aye ne sen ne ayera ketia mon ebeye. Constructively, also with the solution, you have proposed a solution because trade ministry or no me say Isaac Akuma or Hopa Ihiano and Americano on pese papa ne beba oba baby bia edi or how brain and then your non kwa yangana funina. And he say Obi or say he is the best fit or hand for the appointment na why then was suggested. And that is how I want us. And then I may boss our constructive criticism also, because criticism must come with a positive outcome, with a solution. It should be constructive enough, say it's going to help bring solution to the to whatever challenges we have, and also whatever we are criticizing. And in the fine aspect of constructive criticism. And going forward, if and I say not even going forward, if somebody make a cry say rise it whole ba, I tell me say okay, I want to use 30 seconds of your time to nominate or suggest this person for the appointment now. Then I know say because say president it's here jumedi no cause okay, ora kiti am memfa jumedi ni ma and say memfa ministry ni share won sa. One or the kwa komano. Also now who is going to take over? And as you are criticizing and making say that person is not fit, you need to come out with a solution or proposal. And that is how I would, in my way, awaken maybe Uriah Isaac. And this is not the first time. And your Lunkwa is not limited to Isaac. Dodo na na nka me ba beba so na say me kan atwa so akọ debt exchange program here ye nuanom ebinom dodo na ye ntia say it's because even in the parliament house the opposition na ye wo the minority they are not criticizing constructively, they are not helping us and bring me kan ye the NDC for no parliament they are not helping us and bring me bisa uja say it's a trade ministry, and I say Kenoforiata dia emboman. A day importe and a waya emboman. They should be precise enough to tell us. Because Papa, Mr. Kenoforiata is not doing anything illegal out of his own, and I say using his own authority. Fine, he has the ministry, he's a minister, he comes out with proposals and ideas, but in consultation with regulators and other people, especially the legislature. And if the legislature is there and they don't find anything wrong with the man's proposals or initiatives in bringing certain solutions now, and why are we criticizing? Why do we think say he's doing something that is not right? Because we have members in the house they are able to study and analyze whatever initiative, and if there is something the minister is doing that does not help the nation now, they have the right, they have the means of stopping him from doing it. And see, Baba, and there's a lot of misleading falsehood surrounding this debt exchange program. It's not being well communicated in Tinama. The propagandists, especially the NDC minority, they are misleading the people about the whole exchange program. Akwakoye said, trade minister of finance and Kwana, what tenase edi bibiaba or oba beden edi ebabigu Ghana footy. So by yes, he did that with the investors and with other regulators. Tenase Jiatumu say this is what we are going to do. It's a short term thing.
I was over. Oh, dear, unim the in and out of the debt exchange program. Unim nina on.
Yeah, I mean, at least the document is there, Papa. I'll call, even if you just Google right now on the Google, the Minister for Finance Debt Testing Program, it will pull out the PDF for just 2 pages. Just 2 pages.
Program can see we in 2 pages. I know can wasem.
Oh, the announcement no koye Parliament no. Yeah, for Ghana's domestic debt estimate.
And in the 2 pages
you get the PDF.
In the 2 pages was it exhaustive as to the consequences of the program?
Oh yeah, it might details about
within the 2 pages.
Impact.
You think exhaustive exhaustive?
Oh yeah. Yeah, Papa, you can. It's very informative. It gets rounds everything up.
And then you can throw more light on that. Memo round up. So, me brain into memo round up. What I say, na nyam yad much na yatwaso. Why, Mr. Obibre? Why?
Thank you. But Mr. Union say just go get the announcement of the domestic debt testing program, and you get the details. It's very informative page, and I say documents out there are. You get even the affected groups, no crowd, and I said the vulnerable groups now. We are exaggerating, say they are going to be affected. No, it isn't captured. It states clearly the individual holders of bonds will not be affected.
Okay.
But I also have even I'm somehow affected because I'm not I don't fall within that. I'm a and I don't speak for myself collectively.
Okay. All right then. I was on phone. Nyam much na. Why?
Just 30 seconds, Papa.
Why?
Just 30 seconds. One thing I appreciate about this thing is due to the transparency of this government, and people are getting access to criticize and things, and we are not taking time to realize that if we make the problems now, if we create the problem, I believe that sometimes it was on Bama also say, if we are part of the problem now, could we be part of the solution? Okay, so if this is something that a solution coming within us, and we not willing to sacrifice, then Papa, do we really want solutions to the problems that we created by our own selves and now? So let's appreciate certain things about this government.
Okay, all right then.
John Muhammad Ekache said,
please.
We never had
first please.
Papa,
it's okay.
We'll go into it. You don't just be criticizing.
No, it's okay. Just
want to make some points clear.
Nanesika. Yanko Bamaso.
Papa, drink it.
Good one there. So where there?
Papa, obode Yankopon na nanom sama father Roma, Papa. Kakra, enye 100% there, but nipa de won kwa na award, that's most important.
That's right. So what my friend Dr. Nana Kasa there?
No, me friend Dr. Nana Kasa. Me friend Dr. Nana Kasa.
Men slow motion. So them sure.
Mate.
Fast motion. Why? Me call honom na me mako hwem me mpom na maji aduro na o say COVID metas na pania na e wo ye no metas na e wo ye na so ma pebi dia abom ho ban kakra so na sure na intina menye go slow Fred Dr. James why Fred Dr. James yo anasika enye bia me sha ase no na me bo me nto a me bo enchiremu every day me can the modus operandi of dwumadie me can ho asem every now and then me say you so bo modnya say I will explain from another angle utie
that be menti na me buy na
and they are na ema adwuma na ye den kakra no in the sense say on say ye she dwumadie na se a I let people know the reason why I come here to sit down, right? If it were to be, say, you're about to prove, say, we are member of this smaller group, we are member of this smaller group, and let's say, menukum kakra, and come metna. Now, the bottom line, and they say, yeah, me can say, yeah, the Ghana, and we use Ghana as our primary identity ewudwumadie so enti se me hu a Ghana ni na me de be ana me hu o na for any reason Semihunu say they are making whoever uses a smaller group within a larger group as a reference point limits his intelligence, his creativity, and love on. Semihu say one limit to a smaller group within the whole. My only worry should be how I will avail myself for wisdom to run through so that I will be able to awaken that sleeping Ghana in you. Into your baha say yes, some people back at the back of your mind, you may think say some people belong to this smaller group or this smaller group. A normal say people will belong to some of these groups. But the say the smaller groups within the whole should be working towards the promotion of the whole. And if someone is within a smaller group and you realize they are not working to promote the whole, or worry, a kwan be so ana abetimi ama nipa yi awaken to the truth to say belonging to a smaller group krana I also working towards the whole. That is the modus operandi. And then the bonkomo. Enti ya baha say I don't want you to refer to anybody as NDC, MPP, CPP, or what have you. So who identify so belonging to those things now, fine. But menko nanim na ye de be awaken Ghana na opese express was a onikro nim no. Eba na sa de bia no. Imagine say obi a wahu ne so ye partisan pa na opese o awaken adwen kese bi de be ewo nimu. Do you think adwen ketwa na ade be say adwuma no? Ntimi fa adwen ketwa nya de be enye. Enti no that is the modus operandi ewo dwumadie so. And so who say obosomfo make can say me na yeah I don't want to hear those things again.
Yeah.
So there are so many other platforms that those things will be welcomed. That's fine. Yep. It's entirely up to them. But around here, our concern and they say what who say nipa no within you cry no what who say nipa we say or you see the smaller group within a whole as their reference pointer. You don't just tell the person say who you say. Name what you do and they say you awaken Ghana na opese eba ebededi ewo nipa nim no. Eno ene hia me ewa ha say. That is what gives me the impetus. Say impetus, you can't impetus out here. That is what gives me the motivation to come and spend my time here.
In
Kenya, that's it. Apart from that, that is what I shared in the morning. And I said in America for you in the morning, in the afternoon. International, waba ya can't your friend say earthquake SC Turkey and so dear right? Trying to let people know say a city na we are say how you win ade bia obeto ye nya na create ye bia you learn how to live with it. So here Japan they with technology they have designed ways of being able to live with a earthquake sensem, right? And also BBC eba it also awakens us to the element of oneness within us. So said we will be able to awaken ourselves to living as a whole and not as individual bits or smaller groups who are not connected with each other. Tanasika waba boy komo kakra. Why? Na uya me ma meet be sensia. Uya pass ema your friend say akosi Yesu ema me wate akosi Yesu na me nya de bisisi a. Why?
Papa, mami ncha me ofa kofi chumbere ma ene obrempon ne abusuafo ene abejafo wa homanso yina. Papa, ye nuan ma to ye ncha mi ato omo ewo Turkey. Papa, ye be mo yina yako. Ene adehia omo ahwe omo nkwa, omo ahwe mo abusuafo be mo yina hyeden. Papa, anything only your friend is simple. My yarn and the casa face or refinity. Now or can be say
me mpaeɛ na yɛmmɔ mpaeɛ nkyerɛ Awurade na ɔadehye a ɔmo ho aka ne ɔmo a yɛhwehwɛ ɔmo hu Nyankopɔn ankasa nkyerɛ tumi. Na according to a Christopher Bible no ɔmo sɛ ɔbɔ Onyankopɔn Nyame na wɔ Bible mu no anaasɛ Nyankopɔn onim daakye onim deɛ ebesi ya na onim deɛ ebesi ɔkyena. Nti Nyame nim sɛ earthquake ebesi ɔkyena. Ɛna Nyame anyɛ ho hwee ne mma so ne yɛn. Ɔmo teki so ka ho Nyankopɔn anyɛ ho hwee. Ɛna ɔhwɛ ma earthquake ne yɛ den esiye na adan bubu na ekum nipa. Ɔyɛ nhwɛhan wanyɛ hwee. Nti ade na ɔsɛ sɛ akɔbɔ mpaeɛ sɛ akyerɛ Nyankopɔn ne sɛ wɔn a sɛbi wɔn hyehyɛ daase ne wɔn a wɔn awu sɛ Nyankopɔn na ansa amegye wɔn. I don't know if anybody can explain that to me. Because to me, it doesn't tell you it's my blame. It doesn't tell it. And imagine just insist so. So no matter fee. Now you say electricity. Life wire na daho. Sebe oye papa. Why draining ye juma collector? The first thing you do is say electricity life wire no. Ube for electrician. I'm an sort out. Show back ni din manu ko electric nim electric ni nkuno ma kan meka ncho say papa you see and I say you see because you know it you know what is going to happen in 1 minute's time in 2 minutes time. And so why do you have to go and pray to that God that you claim say he knows everything? Why do you have to go and pray to him to come and do what for you? So that's what I've been saying say God doesn't intervene in human affairs. Nyankopon abo wa wie omo adwen da trim use sa adwen no fa rule your own environment to take care of yourself. And to your mama wo from day one. O mama ma onufuo, o mama atwa onufuo. Still they be a person ko no mama onufuo at your age. It doesn't work like that. What the Japan for ye mfato with regards to this earthquake? Omontimi nya solution no is nature ayade Yankopon abato or say eden ebesi. But with their common sense, they've been able to do something. Say earthquake, it's here. Omontimi go and rescue and answer to protect themselves. Omontra say ma earthquake didn't see enkum nipa embuada enkum nipa mwasa akobɔ mpa ya sa akye Nyankopɔn se nyame bagye yi it doesn't make sense. So that the also the wonderness in us you see the Japanese are using DS but look at us. Yetiana just recently some years back Accra Melcom edan buku ekum nipa yeti ha na filling station me nka busuanfo ya nkran hwa eno sunsuo toye eno so say Jeffrey free onu so beto mu so hyi nipa kum nipa bibisa say has it awakened anything in us since then edi enhyehyɛ na mpanimfo wo krom ho no Ghana omode atukwa mu se satore nchen bi kra se sia ekwan we anase ekwan we na ebefa so ni agi adehye atore nchen de ontimi nka se nsi ebesi but sia ebiso wo etimi bo ho ban ede hyehyɛ na omode agu ho there's no hyehyɛ because at the end of the day sia omakugyan sori dem akobɔ mpaye nyame mfo mo nkransie ni ama ebusuafo yakɔ ni ama mo hyɛden ye lose life ni aye ni etwam dekɔ. It doesn't work like that. Fast forward papa yet chrome hana and ku father na ban I can for yata on a on the physical systems swinging. Almost the banks through Ghana, Sabi, almost standard, they could tell mono, and I know maybe almost share through Mohono. Just a market. And if that is the case, those banks, they are going to close those banks down. Let's can here 9 billion for those banks to sustain and to maintain the workers in those banks. The bank to keep on growing. The catcher are buying Ghana for a catcher are buying say nanay main good banks no help them. You can help them. Help those banks to sustain because a Ghana for a year Juma a Ghana for no msi kaiden akosi ho e bodwa for ye ma memo muton tomatoes board here kwadu anka sika negu a Ghana for sika nti mengu no ye kan ye bi aban se na aban side or satiska over 9 billion. We feed up 15 billion as a 13 billion. No, the good banks no. No, the good banks no. A bank has 9 billion penno. Ubetim the grass banks room. No metim jam on asubim. But do you sue almost 15 as a 13 billion as stand to be collected. And the good banks weighing her. Into way me and then. We have to voice it out. Obian time people Obian time can of Riata. Me, in my point of view, he's the worst finance minister Ghana has ever had. He's the worst. We have to say it. Because Nane Kufuado and Nabang, I rape mother Ghana. As I'm speaking, they are destroying the fiber faculty of mother Ghana. If you don't take care, the economy will crash. Because Obi Denisika Hakoto bond. As Sabe pensioner, and any daso that chibino, Obi Hakadia Pojano. What the Monsato Nina so. Asemu Yakokane he. Yakokan was a me and saying, we have to say it loud. Huh? And then Kofi Bedu, Ekano. Ghana na F40 and Kayomamia. Ya 2 year home, a grew or a demonstration. Name mama. All because say a banner also no. Onye I can for a bind, you know. I can for. What's it? Majority now can for the scene in no mutu hini. Inti because you chrome her, any who's a him for a demonstration in Ghana. And no more way in there, cause everybody is mute. Papa, everybody is not talking. Yet Tiana Peace Council, Christian Council just recently almost a statement with regards to these bonds because I can't some of their members.
Okay.
The Christian Council man.
Yeah, in this particular case, you know, also they made a statement because I can't all members. So what you are seeking to achieve, and say you want them to rise up to the occasion even when it does not affect their members. And I don't know what's so awaken in them. So and I said the enemy can't me musa almost for no over massage or over that down my journey said they will come to this awareness and then they hear war and yes that's just accusation no keke and then you hear in this year ha Mrs. accusation kwadia Papa Smiley and come here be
Ankawada Papa the open say
I am Mr. Brain so the emphasis answer
because they are a bunch of hypocrites. You know, it's very sad. That's it.
And see another thing. They are a bunch of hypocrites. You don't want them to be hypocrites. You see, we just want to make the that is what we want. And yet just accusation. All right. I was here too. What do you mean? You to where? Bamaso.
I don't know, sir. Papa.
I was
Oh. I'm not doing more
good. Nyam yadom. Na, wait there. Fetch me.
what time now what kind of football I can divorce sports. Na me ka say UK time asem na e kan say ukuro time na e kan. International say Ore, yeah ye yeah bedi komo, yeah bedi yeah yeah komo ha no. time 9 o'clock me wa.
And you know now. So I was saying that.
O sound no mu nchara nye class, man.
Okay. We say me control program from afar. Me new studio.
Oh,
Enti
okay.
ɛyɛ nine. Medi hu dwuma na yahwɛ sɛ de bɛyɛ even if I'm not in the studio, I'll be able to show you how we will connect each other so that dwumadie no bɛkɔ so. Enti no, nyame yɛ adom a me dɛ bɛyi, yɛbɛtumi ahyɛ aseɛ. Why?
Good. Me that's
Okay.
me
All
that's
right. Hey,
pa.
na me na kasa fidie no ma. Na so boy nkɔmɔ kakra.
Yo, papa me that's me chat for my basu nyina. So my charity program na my tea program na we start na ye ka atwa asem. In fact, that ahomache no na me te ha me hwɛ news anti breaking news ne buy na no de tinya kwanya kakra ehu but ma fama aduan koso say bia atwu side na bia esi nam say enra no nkofo bebre na omu bisa me o me impos atwu Christian atwu I think most of them pay ball no kwa na say munim bet e ma me fo ne papa fo bebre share nim no Christian atwu static final academy na ye kind of wafa mubo hono start ya no di ba cheetah academy ansakra na ultimate 2011 2013 over FC Porto about 17 games or share one goal ti say hona kakra ana FC Porto for the loan ya over Rio Ave and so another team and also 1 year pe na Chelsea for who no ye nyina ye nim Chelsea for better no e dey buy na in fact na me dey pa say Ghana ni we you can say Samuel Jam you can we Michael Essien mo ma bobo wa e say to sweat manya kwanya ba bi pie nti kakra I mean no buy Chelsea for no e so mu din loan ya mo no kopie mu e wo team e fe no Vatesi and also e wo can say Dutch omu league nim kobo ya ba Everton bo name it bo Benham of Newcastle crowd we see kan mo anti wo hwe ne career wo think say wa break akra wo free Newcastle no ne mamu an shedan ko yi amfa mana nto say obenya team e fe no you can say Raid was Saudi Arabia and also okoye onya playing time 8 matches one man should go pra ana 2022 otimi eba team e friend Hataspor what take no by we think say match when you be cram montina no Sunday now making the first you can say the third appearance we share first goal in fact just say ankeka na team no ne take for you can Hataspor supporters no dey man easy headlines the din number be anti na just say asem ba na bisa say so the goal no share no e be any last goal na bet na me thought no so positive say dan nipa sabi o hwe nyankafo ni obi an nsa so nipa so sa no awrade behu ni mobo na wakra no na wetumi amana tena ase na me de be fa ho no ma dia ba when it comes to giving so giving ya dia so ma mu try waje ti da bia uma asan bi say ba ya mitimi you free mu ha ntino na je say no so kakra ho no ma no na papa na mo question with my so we go dey say me the better nyam watch common sense asem ne ya ye keka ni ne ma bi sam panifo ni kan ba bubu bia so ma ye di kan te ho asin tino me mpesa me sa akọ ho bi na sese no me nhyira nte ase sese ye kro no Ghana no say ensem bi woni ye nyiye mpie ni amane solution I don't know how I bet na solution because your school your mama sa any problem no beto no so na what funny solution to it just say if it ya near the answer na beto me I don't know any problem I think that papa ho no betimi ani anya yi kakra say because say no problem
Okay.
e
All
wo Ghana no
right. I was
yi problem na ma e be ma me am wo ha say betimi anya solution this so me that's how I solve my
okay. All right.
solution
I was it team kakrawa.
right? Me too.
Yes, a well-defined problem, no. So it helps in finding a solution, right? And the problem now will define no. In what context and I will define. I'm not saying say don't define the problem. See, yeah, now I'm going to take me out of context, right?
Oh
I'm
no,
not saying
no,
say,
no, Papa.
uh-huh,
Once my entire self enter me to be some because I don't
yeah,
understand. That's why I'm asking
and
you.
me yes say obi me define it problem, no, right? But who define the problem now? Define the problem beyond the confines of smaller groups. Because whatever the case may be, whatever the problem is, we have similar ones happening elsewhere. It's a generic problem happening among all of us. But ultimate point, Nasi.
Mr. Say, but Papa, okay, elsewhere no, okay, a place. There's to me comparisons are there. Anytime we are no, yeah, the American name we be a comparison.
Still, we are still within the confines of my Ghana, right?
Okay, yeah, okay.
Problem burner abba. So, what is the fundamental cause of the problem? You see, your problems need and many a time, we massage the problem from its effects. We don't massage the problem from its causes so that we'll be able to uproot the problem from within us. I want us to direct our attention to the cause of the problem. So, and then
we
from
bring
there,
out solutions. Okay.
we bring out a solution.
I said earlier.
Identify the cause. The cause. You realize, so to me, identify the cause of the problem now. It's happening across board. It is not peculiar to one person, one group, or one society. That is where I want us to look at it from. And when we are addressing such problems now, it doesn't create acrimony between us. But what my point, Nasi?
Matthias.
Okay, thank you.
Abba, me da say. Share you of a kwame or a video you saw. Or there be a baha, papa can say be say partisan democrats, whatever. And I mean in Yagin when you be brave. But it seems say a maybe a draw. Upon some no correct because my intimate solution even I'm able because of all this and then my Ghana I won't try because there are some things be a you did flag be a chichiri you defend it. So idea na nye no you defend it meanwhile said you can you baha a solution problems and solutions. So but we will come and defend you be ya defend this idea no and no na Ghana yentimi nko yendimi because just I don't know where to start all this, but I can't make my kind and say, Papa. You can't one seminal. So, a idea be and who can say, me say, common sense, no, a beyond a win. But Mr. Cram, Mr. Me fast to me, the common sense, no. Me fun question say, you be brave, me, the metia says if I'm they bomb me bra, and it's working for me. Maybe it's not going to work for somebody else. So what you say? You share amaya, the bia, ye koko jibusia, as a debia me ba, me the Ghana general to say the fathers and me. Say, why? Say debia me sorry, I make up papa smelly, or say papa, Miss Row, me bosom me me rent. Give me you can't see come from could me rent. Nama ba, papa, Miss Row, me bus school fees. Papa, debia na me ba, debia na me ba. 2 fees away, you know that which here. Come back some of the first one disturb you as a bema. So what you say? Abra, Mr. Mika say, resources no you can also use that resources. Make sure say, we can't no come bobusia bia. Papa, they make my can say this kind of politicians when they are just or now solution I'm missing me ban say. It seems as a constitution now at that no. Ah, for Kwame can once about the biana me na no no. As I say to me, Emrebia Bay, to me, and make sure say, never be away ye free. Now, constitution, I had my politicians now. And more margining and Ghana, and more margining politicians, and more political parties, no. Or my gribber fear no man say no. Yet the Bibia Shamansa, yet Ghana. You might give your Shamansa, as I said, me baby, na mitimi de bua ma Ghana ekoso eno na atwa so akoso ma en Ghana football nyina no in all aspects of Ghana institutions no corruption no enya de say ye de announce yaba still na eno kwa de abebe say bibia be bubu it is solution na me kan en say mimi hu ni say sa MPP mi NDC I mean kan okre because who the solution eba no obi ba be defend it so obi eba be obi ba be defend it ade akeka nsem bebrebe na o na ya sore ne ekọ so eti papa media kakra metima kan nyina ne say kwami asem a na bia ba ha be ka no ena duru ba bia say na sem na all ka no eba mu ase ye adwuma and ye adwuma so because just say wo hwe yen Ghana na eda honom na right now na eda honom na the compare nipa da zamia so in fact not just say abrabo na nko yie enya dey say eko yie it no media constitution no for now because I say ye the my politicians say e me favor omo as gracia ye ken it free say dear pa na be man 21st century still na no yetimi 4 years bia no yes ye ma obi 6 billion so on the enfandi free and it's not this politician kwa etina asofofo apanimfo obi aye di because 4 years bia no onya bi it is Argentina yen scrapping that e hona Ghana kwa ye nisika na da bia busia ye kobro no yen fa sa as bashes sika ni na mfa to Ghana futuo mu na Accra motorway Accra kuma kan say kama motorway a ekum krofo da bia photos from be Philip yen fili ni yie na ekum krofo no ye be bam ni aye ni yie enti papa is it difficult for us to do this so enti no constitution no enema bi ewo mu a ebo politicians mo bokro no so yen free mu na yen fa ye be boa yen Ghana fo ye be boa Ghana man na mo na tumpo no yen fa hihye me yen hwa de because it seems say Ghana politicians no I say ye no ye na ye sumo they don't know say omu na say omu ye de omu sumo ye enunti na mo fa yen hwe a omu ko parliament a na instead of some be gini yen Ghana fo ho no ma ko tra ho na V8 obedam ayem kunkwantan aso ACS ni so no na eno no mo discuss we are approve both NDC and PP ye can say any what independence candidate no ma approve na 21st century baby ani pa gene kese broni esi gene se jese kwa no duru baby a ese ma se kwa kwatra ho no na ye ti wo na V8 ye gene V8 ho so enti asemo a ya awreho semo a se ya nhwe ni ya eno na aya ma ye Ghana na me bua bi a Saturday we no ye beba and then Ghana football no asai because of corruption because of constitution e da ho no e bonkrofo bi hu ban so e bonkrofo bi hu say oh ye nwia Ghana na me ba mbeka e sanka politician obi a wu sabi MPP ba e kra no o enya nu 6 years na ubo watch ye $300 and something thousand. Meanwhile you don't have any proper income, you don't have any big business running. Where did you get the money from? And then say constitution in boss and crofo ba no hey Yebeka say we wa bokro no wa yomi on wa fa ni wadi nam one e di scheme ba Ghana amonfo agu ebianya stroke agu dem constitution na e boss and crofo they are roaming about such as here kromo amonfo abon wo Ghana constitution no abo mo ba no papa and then me green video we to say of a corner some okay say constitution any abe defend it because constitution ni boy enkrofo a ye ba ha ye beka ye ba na be gino machina e bo mo ho ban iti papa me de enable ka solution a ye number one biggest enemy as Ghanaians pa ye constitution na da no if you are able to change some of it and you maybe e wo mu a bokro no a obesuro na eno say constitution ni bo mo bokro no ntino ama police just say ka agrada ntimi kwoti asori e mokro no na yeso otwatwa sika na yi no na ne wasa ba ne amamfo kwa adwuma para no pa no kwa adwuma broni abrewa no tika mo kwa adwuma na amamfo gu asoden agrada dem say kwa akopem paibo na ni na be mana bra ba akoso a papa smali nyame ma onyini nke se de be ya da bia be ba be kan say constitution antenyi dia ye be ba radio we so saa ba be kan say ya because idea my Ghana ye bokro no ye nka ho asem because I think say na my Ghana ye ho kiri ye so you be defend it Ghana said ye mismanagement ni ye abani ni ma ba ye ka ho asem na intimate way wo di dwuma de hye mensa program ya ye se ye ba be yi tu free say me hwe na me ntimi a papa na da bia na me toto na nsem kyerɛw je na be ka kyerɛw ka akwa we pa obi amama o platform say me yi o da dem say wo di dwuma de hye mensa na me free say me dwuma na dia mama me I have to resign. I have to tell you sir papa Mr. due to one or two reasons Mr. program no Mr. wa me di besi ha na bia obi ato aso no ekoya nim still defending this say obi dey na dey the paper me new bi wo hwe Ghana krom we yi finance minister we famua now the paper me no akoto yi can say Ghana web say me ko read we meaning say Ukraine wo yi enye Ghana nko anaka UK akano America akano even as most African countries akano it's not only Ghana. What are we doing to make sure that we move forward? Ni nyina yes our constitution ya ebo politicians we hu ban so mu wie ene ne na ene ya begina ha ye ba ene ma bi kura ni we ni kwase ka ho asem papa smally da bi ye dri can you kwase ba be ka say hospital wa bako hospital na oda fom e wo Ghana eni kwase nke ba ye be ka say oh okọ obi akura ase a na ntwie ni nipa na nu nsuo so ene can you kwase be dru ba bi a anka enyeman kitin bi ho no ma ya beka ho asem obi na beda ne dem ya de seka ba be wona kuna MP ya kunu be pomene anything because the constitution is protecting people from people I want politics no e protect wo ametwala ya ken be pomene America I don't dey ke Christian nyanya some principle ya suspect bi ya ibeti na yo mo and that cases na and this is the reason why papa me dey make say constitution na ebo sa politicians go ehu ban a omudi adwim no enema bi wo ha ye nsore waka
okay
ni anyi na ye na so ni ntimi yi niema bi mfim na ma emu na ho se de be ya obi di boni a institutions like police and all these SWAT people no they can be able to do their job
okay
but constitution man ho kwan
I was see
oh yeah come in sa na disika de no na ya
kill case na
bi ebetuma ye me o etranku bi ebetuma be ye me etranku bi meko Ghana East Lagos as bi amanya bi atomitim na kwafia ba bi de second ba wo me ko aja me yere na me ma ho na papa ne ho adi kwa because we failed to a solution na make can then say of kwa bi da bi oba me ne ekusa na okura so ba say better ne no matrasi adwene hu ye no say yes ninsam na ho ka tinto wo po bi gina so say ya nye constitution na anyi me nka say yentumu but enyema bi a ebo politicians ho ban a onu timi awie skakoto V8 a poto do da bom pan na okọ pa me no mi enu intimi to V8 no papa ye ka ye tuwa ni atu ebu ase no bi da be hweto taw ni awu na kese obi adwena wa nyine empty no na kese mawu kodi a akra eyitama moto we ekunkrofo da bia so ye ministers eti papa yentimi hu nyansa se wo ye minister ni ye se wuro ye tuti hu nyansa se kwan ekunkrofo na me kura no anhwa me babi obetimi de atumi ka afa ma wodi enya accident ya wuti no ye mba kwan nim ni entwa poto so ni ye kama eno so akwa ye boachi bi dey politics the politics e wura ye mu feel ye ya kro no nti so bossa NDB ba so ayi papa yi road minister si na no be gina ka say September yi tamamoto we ye ba be September twam bibia ni won ma ekoso why are we like this papa,
okay
why
agwazi we dey yeah brand internet
program now
me ma dey see ya why
5 seconds me pato say me start sports program now papa na so wo wura nwo a that's a day so utimi di this ada na na say e bia so ni ase ko no akoso e wo Ghana manfo ni nam sika fa manfo nsem World Cup na Ghana utimi fa nsense obu when it come to football asaya amanfo ni nam ho free ya papa na say esi etimi bi ya no eto Ghana nsem ni jai me MPP na ye defending the NDC ni ye defending na moa nya sa dia nya da bia papa me dey be sina me man kwatenten
ami
5 years crowd bra ne yɛngu so ade yɛn
Yo, thank you very much. Na, asɛm no so, kakra de biara no yɛbɛpɔne bi ato hɔ fɛfɛɛfɛ. One thing I've also realized, and it's we underrate our problems one way or the other. We can't even define the cause of our problem. Now, if we can't define or we underrate our problems, we can't design befitting solutions to them. Now, you see, an example is our constitution. You can't want me. Yes, the constitution, one way or the other, it shields some politicians to do whatever they want. Yes, it shields them. Now, they be answer yes, constitution yenya debe yensesa no. Ekwan be so ana yebefa aye debe asesa no. Nipa na osesa na one way or the other ono no be you can say ono in his thinking or be affected more no. When you want to begin a process of changing it, would he or she sit down waiting for you to carry on with that procedure to change it? So it's dynamics near the eso. Now in my world, no. So what I've also come to understand and say when someone shields you or stops you growing in your evolutionary good, that person is making you worse off. And he say NT say obi create an environment be that's our environment now what creating no and ma wo entimi expressing more of your God virtues, your God-given potentials very well. Sa oni krono or more worse off. And if our constitution is structured in such a way, say it is not helping our politicians to be more creative, more loving, more intelligent, I bet you they are worse off. Although they are getting such huge monies, they are worse off. And how would you be able to awaken that progressive consciousness in the midst of such a situation? Say uni chrono in his thinking no unim say will enjoy of certain settings near the ACTN. How do you draw his attention to the fact say if something stops you from growing in your evolutionary good, you are not better off, you are rather worse off? How do you awaken this in that person? That the Biameka say we have to design a way that will put people in the need for change. And yes, we will just massage the problems. Just say we will show all sorts of emotions, but it will be just massaging the problems. And when you massage the problems, what do you get? You get more problems. We are underrating our problems. Akwa say will be a one cigarette and our one cigarette. Or say, oh, cigarette in them there. Then send one say we jay cigarette in no na the cigarette na there be atu ho o say me janum. Hey. Yentie Maxwell kakra. Na Maxwell Debbie Bema Alex, sorry. Bema Alex and Elko. Alex we are na Maxwell aba and then 1 minute.
Maxwell the enemy say Maxwell of 10 years ago.
Bema Alex Bema bene wa otime nka. Maybe you know it's okay. Bema bene wa. Okay, all right. Anyway, I'm call Maxwell so na Maxwell kase we are na the final words 1 minute eba no. Say me drew so say why you ready. I'll let you come in. Maxwell, Bamaso.
I didn't guess ya papa.
Not important to say.
Mobia surface ya pa. Nyame adom. O sha ya tanfo na ebre. Omo ne omo ese o man Ghana.
Yo, any young way. Na you say mo afishia pa. Boy enkomo kakra.
Papa. Oh, Shasino, you still hitted on your point
as to why your program is one of the best in London. And I do appreciate that. And that's your blueprint. So you got to deal with it. But nipa all dealing with the yen, your friend Ghana for your number one problem, your attitude. 50% of our problem is our attitude. And that attitudinal change doesn't come in. What is it? We lack the ability to say the truth. Ya ye fie. Unu ya ade ne kan ye wode or the bekwa bontin. Obi ya say ye no say NDC NDC ni a party, MPP ni a party, nipa ni firi wabusuam. O ye okrom ni. O ye wadanfo. Nipa no ye okrom ni, or ye wadanfo, or ye obusuani, or your classmate. You go secondary school, we were mixed up. Or we secondary school no join party. Inti suban na hin no di free. Ebi a party ni principles ne say ye de eje japade and ye japade ma ye ho ne nya japade ma aman. So esua de a ni suban no. Inti e so ka kire se sa suban ne ye. Wo ba ban ma, wo ye japade ma oman, na mo nya japade ma wo ho. Oman de wo kwa broche se kosua de, o se kosua de bra beboa me because me na ma sponsor wo. Na mo kosua de ni wi mbebo oman ne kro no. Sa ya nkasa de we papa yi, preaching bia ni wi ase a, ye be preach ya, oman for no besesa. I'm telling you the gospel truth. No matter principles, words are brofu, broni, kasi de be describe it, that kind of attitude sucks. Why can't we be truthful to ourselves? Say ya ton man na mabusuye bi na right now they are ruling us as slaves. I don't care the name they give to it. A buy a bondholder say pensioners are coming now. Those who said they were neutral and we are neutral. What is called neutrality? Madam Cousin Obi Castle neutrality or a neutral a sycophant. What is called neutrality? People managing the country that you come from, your motherland, was neutral. You are neutral based on it. If you now you brofo, chairman rims and capacities be with him. You now pay once I could do bondholders, individual pensioners. A beer bobra, a juma train, a broku for domina or their 7 years. But their money are going to be just taken away just like that. Where's the neutrality now? And when we talk about people say you don't compare, these people were told said they will have haircuts by the opposition party members. They were insulted. Mekai, this man, Mr. Sam Jonah. I also need the some time. Sam Jonah, and this man came to speak. He talked about all this. Go and listen to his tape. Ghana Parliament, up and down. They've said this more than there's a man called Dongo. He said this 5 times, 10 times. He said this is where we are going. He said it on the 2017. He said, Oforiata, they've given finance ministry to you send Ghana down to the drain. Yeah, it is. But because we say we don't face facts, you cannot correct. What is the solution? I did that when you see so you solution way. I didn't know that when why are you going for that solution? Why are you going for that solution? Your country, your attitude, your super creating conformity, they are kings over others. That's what we've created. And we've lived with it to date.
Yo, Maxwell.
The most painful aspect of it is that it's getting worse, and that country is not getting better.
Okay, all right. Maxwell, yeah, structure conversation one more time. So say say your attitude as people, inability to tell the truth, right? Nah,
Me say 50%.
Okay, and you 50%
of your problem.
of your problem. Okay, our inability to tell the truth. Okay, so you know, you went further to say yeah, Tom Omano Ediama Abusuyabi, and they are ruling us as slaves, right? You said that one to me, what?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Now we tell said yeah, can we tell the truth as per said yeah, we see can you know. Okay, yeah, can I say what next?
Papa, what next? They say when you are in this kind of level, there's no neutrality. So either you wake up to say 70-80-year-old man got in a bank say, "Oh man, fanisika man on sorry kono." Should that have happened? Should that have happened? Should that?
So what next? You know,
so when are we going to wake up? Are we still going to go by the Brofwakis and tell people?
To when you say
what's
wake up
necessary? We have to wake up, Papa.
Wake up. Say what is wake up? Wake up and do what?
Wake up, listen. We'll say what it is as is going on.
Okay,
we can't postpone it. We can't like sugarcoat it anymore.
My two point. We say it as it is. Okay, we say it as it is, and then what next?
What next is, I'm going next to what they said about the Constitution. Papa, the Constitution, you said it. The only way is SBOB knows what Sasano. Nase, and I say, Yabe Kosi Abako Sasana, and I'll say the Yakako Sasama no. A favor now, Papa. You see, these are the things we do, so we discourage the Constitution. So how are we going to go about changing the Constitution? Constitution, me kasi Yabe me that es gracia miga. Easy as a president in Semidra. Your friend is security say yeah anything about army, anything about security services, any paba kun Semidra. Me then I'm for say be a second chamber be normal supervisor over the executive now second chamber and the regional house of chiefs. Oh be any man soon be our so. They are all one and we make sure say the army controls our land. In lieu with the chiefs. These people will about appointee EC police service normal Juma in the there should be some structure be to find a way to because let me tell you Obi Kasa Constitution be a constitution that country for Riata say since 2017 or appear before Public Accounts Committee. Constitution doesn't tell him that, but he's doing it. Because of the cocoa, a judge will throw it out. He's doing it. Constitution now can't just say the accounts more directly. Accounts more directly to Bank of Ghana, no, through commercial banks, no, revenue, no. Yen diverted in for baby on account to date. 58 million, yes, billion, yes, 3 billion every IMF. When it came up, everybody kept quiet. Everybody kept quiet. We've lived with that thing we live today as we speak.
When you say everybody kept quiet, did you keep quiet?
No, I did not keep quiet, but I'm a small voice. The voices of power within that change, Papa. There are voices that make change. If the citizens themselves cannot make change, so when it gets to a level like the citizens themselves have to get up and make the change. Anything a 78-year-old man got na bank says one from Sika Mamia Minkovi. Because our expertise will fee, and the system needing the brain. But there's some power or no seeming family. What do? You go straight and go and take it. Constitution, I can't say me. As Gracia, I think before 2016, Mahama tried doing that. Now say me say bisa interview our friends Abrakwa Cathedral Abrakwa. Then I now be catching some say some and say private if will be the suggestions be on as Gracian. And I'll say yeah. He'll buy into it because a good or no quite a call kakra say come we coffee no. And you pay bibi kakra ma yen twa some level be you need some advantages be through. But Omar continue your MPs in there, you don't need any as Gracia. That's what he said. There are some petty things in the constitution that has to change.
Okay. All right.
Bakone say ya judges to so me nyame. Oh yeah man.
Okay. All
That
right.
word on friend contempt to say why contempt it should be cut off because British foreign na dey bre ya no be enslave.
Okay. Thank
If
you
they
very
are not
much.
there, we don't need it.
With the non-so nabo, and my overtime 1 hour, which is okay. Nti mema de si ha say na afi 30 seconds, not more than 30 seconds, just a liner, two lines, simple. Na afi yemfa and round up from obia. I mean shase ewo ofa buedi eso. Ofa buedi, your final word. 30 seconds if you are ready there.
Papa na 30 seconds.
Any
30 seconds.
message say ultimate 30 seconds if you then you find say nyam yard much na. Why?
Thank
you very much. Offer Kwame 30 seconds unless you want to shift it to tomorrow.
30 seconds me bro so say there any year no bank kakra na the omo ne say me de pass in my lifetime because fie na because suya say the account for mamre tree na ye na yame ase o na the area ho no say ye musi root cause so kwaye be solve we problem no e da account for na so a che say hey wo mu ni constitution o wo mu ni NDC wo mu ni MPP and wo hene so ungimi a yetumi tu ye payaw kwasi etio ye payaw ni ya wo mpaboa na ya hwa wakonwa ni ya toa mo obusuafo say munyim ade na momre papa ana say munyi papa ma ye ni a ye ni ebesi bi
Okay.
so
30 seconds.
And the full constitution any o
Yo.
Constitution any.
Thank you.
And they see a triba kunkwejina.
A triba kunkwejina. Yate. Offer Kwame. Thank you very much for ending on that note. A triba kudi enkwejina. Prince Bombardier. Yankwe 30 seconds.
That's Papa. Na me ka say enra ne ne ye papa na me ye nananom enkwakwafoɔ ne mmerwafoɔ sisi no omda so wɔ finance ministry wɔ sɛ ye nyom free pension enomani mu nti yara wo sɛ nim kaida saade ne bisi ye bia beside the February 28 or 24th in 1948 a year crossroad a yekun sajanje ne ni odatel namte ne me hu tambia mpenifo nkwakrafoɔ pa ebi ti wɔn wheelchair mu ebi so wisu wɔka yara wo sɛ ne nyina ne sɛ obi edi wase o manisika no enso de wase o manisika no wase wa wo ball bray no o de osika no opempo enti enenso ne deadline a ye restructure no program no ene na ye de be we enti sisi de aka ne de aka se ken ne nko for be calculation no da koma IMF ne hu de be eno aka kasa no one ye ma me ne ye nanam kasa no ka se nyame no kro ni se ye know participation na nkoso a ebema economy ne be crash economy a na 2017 na ye kai de 119 say ko be 6 something 79% 6 years na ye de aka ho enti be crash de a menyini say ye kai ye na man crash na me no na America ye de ayefom de obeka ye abochirifo ye contribute about 6% of GDP ye 4.5 billion ye remittance enti mean free ye ne just kai de ko nyina no aban a ye de hye ne sa and I had a woman abasa. Inti, Obusufon said, okay, say, it will be my suggestion. The president can say, we have the men. Say, if you have the men there, and you're so new to me, say, where were you, know, or you're the men, name on Adebako, a bombarded to unions, or say, I'll make you draw a bad card, and you draw a bad card. It is a auto spa. Now, say, in Tebenkwan, a woman, 1 to base 6. Tebe no picture be nim na sa ro shafan no sa wo pe Jack ne Queen na enya de obenya bi still in tebe na
also for Bombardier, thank you very much o cat no 5 6 7 8 9 and the womb wo pe ese and so ere no nya bi wo yo and ye I was say o cash na unyusu no na akọ hwem so obenya ese ewo mu a thank you very much President Bombardier shalom oh na shalom ni ho yo ene shalom ni ho dia ofachum enso ni ho oh beautiful ene ebe pontem na nasika so aya oh wonderful oboso phone 30 seconds yanko
yo papa me da say me de etwa masama na make no so say me reference be to yeah, same year, yeah, Mampini can't say Yari Nam Amanaka Dumpino. It wasn't anything partisan. I said just to, yeah, now I was supporting the fact say we as people should acknowledge the transparency and honesty of this government. Okay. COVID or PBR just to remedy the situation. But he wants to involve us because this is a problem that Yankasana ya creating. Yeah, can say can last me beside we just say this is on my mind is not to underline and ask to wash the fact, but then illegal as a de boniben or abani ya de or how number. Yes, yeah, we can emre adajibe boy. Inti abina are transparent enough to define the problem and creating the solution. And the solution, no, all come for fat from anywhere. Inti, if the government has been open and transparent enough to with us say we need to be involved in the solution now. You know, Papa, you see my car
Okay.
but
All right. Mami Musa,
what
question
is the
quickly.
good? What is the good in this?
What
We
is?
should are we able as a people see something good in this, even though the some sort of difficulties. Any Maxwell Cancer 70-year-old man back he said it's the voice that's supposed to inform this 70-year-old man to understand the program, it's rather misleading this man.
Okay. All right. I was on phone. I will say we have to acknowledge the transparency of the government. Is it the transparency of the government or some transparency of the government?
I don't know the other transparencies, but this action
okay. All right.
measures taken by the government.
It's okay. Thank you very much.
Transparent one.
Fasia. Thank you very much. What's it? Yanko. Isaac. Yanko. Also 30 seconds.
Yeah, I Prince Abeka massive nina. Sa idea enam soma I sajnajeti ane cooperative ponum ewu ye no. Eya musika eka mu a British government amfa mamo mo koye demonstration ye ko. Di sika sam de se ba so hu se e de ni bre na eba. Na obosomfo ka sam bi. Na afi meeting asam na no ho kwaye mesre. Mo na mobile mo say you have the men. Send a person car no. Where are the men? You know, without a KT Hammer. Mo no obia bi our MPP party mo. And the party no na a papa. So all the men na mo pretty far hu na no. KT Hammer kwa no obi o ye men na mo too many mo nya obi wo MPP party mo. Me de be say ha.
All right. Thank you very much. Mama akwasi Yesu enso Emra. Akwasi yanko.
Papa.
Na akwasi ba no. Me kai enuanom e wo so se wo hwe Akondfo Radio TV Telegram platform na me de Akondfo Sports de no ayedebe atoso enti se wo pese wo ka sports dwumedie no ho se de be ya se akwasi ene na bedwafo hye ase of about the so more kasa you get a notification and you'll be able to join click a link and so now join it our platform no said you can equally contribute on that program. Why? I was see Yanko 30 seconds.
Papa. Oh, Papa 30 seconds and fa I'm watching.
Oh, me that's it. So me fa. And let's just say in fact Obi Akabi of Akwami Akabi Yes.
Oh, there be my free flow and no one me.
Okay, all right, then. Mati, I'll give it to you. Why? I'll give it to you. Maxwell, also for 30 seconds. Why?
Yo, Papa, Obosomfo say Abana you're very transparent. What transparency has this Aban shown? I almost said they are so smart, Papa. These people, that debt exchange, it's not on, it's only on loans, a repayment of our interest and amortization. That is where the debt restructuring is on with IMF. Now your debt restructuring, now one kasawu. as you speak now, no, you're still going to spend about 3 point something billion on useless members of Mugu Jubilee House as presidential staffers. Once in 2026, somebody was using around only 700 and something million. You've ballooned it up to 3 point something billion. Within 6 months to 9 months, where you use 15 million to buy ties and a battery. Now the catch up pensioners on funny sick amount. Can for a conflict of interest or almost 180 something million. I don't know one farmer. You are not cutting down your coat. You are not cutting down your size. No, be a Juma Sika the house. Watch transparency. What is transparency?
Okay.
What the transparency is what the cabro for no know.
You
Now GFA no papa. Question why you are about GFA. GFA constitution in Shiom Komu GFA no FIFA in the Shiom Kwan. Until say a Bema club members are or my only club be free FA administration. You know. Get to Kreku, adding agency players in the national assignments.
Okay. Maso, thank you very much. Now,
so we'll talk about that.
Yati. What chairman or
Yeah, Papa me wa hanu.
you kaka krabi asare yakwa na.
Ka krabi na America na em say maso a sha say no ka kan say bia say to me pim na no questions but 30 seconds or dia man ne sha because o kan say bia mi bisa ne say sansem na mra ono na ban wo so no na ensi so ana na ensi oh sisi ano akwakoye say we aye nti we so ye nti ono na nape na ne nam gu apaso nti yen ka ne ya ma ban ba ye musumu be ye the same thing even though na nado aban no I am prefer no mo na mo kire no kwan no nti ye hu say mo parties ni nyina nye papa MPP nye papa NDC nye papa time for us to find a new set of thinkers to move our country forward Manuesi.
All right. Ochna, you better ask Uncle so. Wati. Bema Alex or Bema Alex still our tight into Nami Adma Ochna. Yababa bonkomo. Na Ochna questions and answers. Na ti asamba kwa da honum for Ochna. Uniano say or say what tie na ope say owura amanyosemu so na otimi one way or the other no otimi eduru parliament na oboa from that angle going forward na wanya ntete nso say ope say oko into politics especially member of parliament even lower levels no cry na emu oshikakra ubehia dwetire kakra they say overhead cost no expenditures no ya na emudu kakra in fact wa bobra kakra ewo abrochiri abobra kakra che say otimato dan be mienu ewo ha say na otie said the amanfo hyekyere mu na aha wo so oton dan ba kwa na mienu kra otumi ton ni mienu nyina ansa na otumi ede akọ etimi akoye member of parliament ewo asoya wo kan ho asem no na asem a wo pese obu se na yeboa no na onya ho ntiase kakra ene se nyame ya adom ne se otimi raise capital no by way of selling the properties na otimi ko na oku win elections na ne ka wabọ no ewo so wote ana ne question ni nyina no ka wo bebo say ne dan na obeton bia ne ka obeton ne ka aide be aka ho sa aka na wabọ to win tumi no na odi akọ parliament no anya bia ewo so wote sa aka no ana dwene ho kwa akire wate nyame yad mo china ye be ka ho asem why yemwa onua no na wanya ope no so ope so ye de be okọ ewo so we spend it so na okuduru ho no mo a ka wabọ no wonte sa aka na ana wo so wote sa aka na ana question a ope so obusa nyina eno no nyame yad ma wo china baba ya beto so medini ensesa na no Papa Smalley. Until we come again, of a kwame see free flow. Enti me biemu ama mo free flow. Wate. Bye bye.
So
We are radio, and this is Aqua24 Radio.
are the temple within which He lives, and that is seen in the beauty of our lives. Hour of Awakening and Empowerment. It comes your way every Tuesday and Thursday from Etuan Mission International, and with one very simple objective, that is to figure out our truest self, that is to say, our true nature. And it is only when we find our true nature that is when we can advance into strength, power, love, creativity, intelligence, and all the rest. And we're so glad the leader and founder of Etuan Mission himself makes time to come our way every Tuesday and Thursday to help us to that effect. Today, we are so privileged one more time to have Brother Ishmael with us. So without much ado, let's go straight to the lines through the power of technology and cross over to Ghana and welcome Brother Ishmael this very evening. Good evening, Daddy.
Good evening.
How are we doing?
God alive for God.
God alive for God. In fact, I think I understand. But
Yes.
I know it is not a matter of me, but the many listeners out there. So when you say God alive for God, someone may ask, what exactly do you mean by God alive for God?
It's very simple to understand that the life you are living is the life of God. Without spirit, you cannot move a finger, and spirit is God. So if you are alive right now, rejoice, because what is animating you is the very spirit of the living Father, Mother God. So you are God alive for God. You cannot perfect you. Only the perfect self of God can perfect itself through you for its own glory. And that's the state I am in. God alive for God, so that God will glorify itself through me and as me.
That is to say, God has taken the wheel in your life, right?
Certainly so. If we say God has taken, it's as though God wasn't there before. Simply, I have awoken to God's presence as my life. Because God has ever been there. The omnipresence has never left any time, any energy, or space. So ever God alive for God. And I'm grateful to awaken to that.
Talking about you being awakened to the God within you, does God depart from us at any point in time?
Well, that's why I use the term rightly, that I've awoken to it. In other words, it is always there. God can never depart, but we can have a sense of separation from God. And then we feel like God is not there. Where is my God? So suddenly you look deep into you and discover God is here doing itself through me and as me. So you are awake to the truth that you are God alive for God.
Thank you very much for that. And before we go to the topic for today, I don't know if you've seen a very short video of the two leaders of North Korea and South Korea. I think North Korea visited South Korea many years ago in a lot of years time, and then he went to South Korea, and then on TV they shook hands on the soil of South Korea because there was a rift between them. So when he went there, it was like something dramatic was happening. And then after the leader of North Korea stepping on the soil of South Korea to shake hands, they jumped because it was just it was like just a little something that separates the two countries, just something a little barrier that separates the two countries. So they stepped into the land of North Korea as well, and then they shook hands, and then they all smiled and went back to South Korea just to have some peace talks. I don't know, as an advocate of peace, I know in your peace manual you are talking about the many peace treaties that the UN and many international bodies hold in the quest of finding peace in the world. This particular instance where these two leaders just met to exchange these pleasantries, do you think it is a step towards peace between these two countries, or it is just one of those things that possibly in the face of it all it is presenting peace, but deep within the problem still holds?
It may be both ways, but at least it's gladdening to my heart that there is a wake-up call. And besides we advocating peace and creating the peace manual and so on, deeper underneath, we are also praying and evoking the soul of humanity to be in integrity with their own desires. So it's not surprising to me that this is happening. I've not really watched it, but I'm really grateful if such things are happening, because we also realize that we need to use energy. And to use energy means we have to listen to the energy of everybody's soul. What is the core desire of everybody's soul? The man at war has a core desire. What do you want? I want peace, freedom, so I can live with my family in harmony. What are you holding? The gun. To do what? To destroy. Is that like peace? No. So in other words, he or she is not in integrity with his or her own core desire. So somewhere, somehow, something is speaking in their hearts, probably other than themselves. I have reason to believe then that our prayers are touching the souls of humanity, and things are shifting at the energetic levels as well, awakening them to the integrity of their own desires. At the core of peace is the call that be in integrity with your core desire. What do you desire? I desire peace. Everybody, the one who is enjoying his family and the one in the battlefield, are seeking the same thing. And when we are in integrity with our core desires, well, peace is already here. So I'm happy that at least the voice of integrity within them is inviting them to let go their humanness that was presented to them by their senses and listen to their spirit, the spirit of oneness, so that they can celebrate themselves. I'm really happy to hear this. Thank you so much.
Good one. And then we will go straight down to the topic for today. I can see here, creation to the fall of man. Creation to the fall of man. A very interesting topic. Over to you, Brother Ishmael.
Welcome, beloved, to the topic, creation to the fall of man. Who dare come to teach about creation to the fall of man? Let God empower itself through me to share with you. Let the creative, love, intelligent universe speak itself through me. Trustingly, it will help us to understand creation to the fall of man. This is the hour of awakening and empowerment. Awakening you to who and what you are as a divine extension of the divine, and providing you with the tools to activate your innate potentials into full expression. Once again, thank you. I also appreciate the questions you've been asking at the end of the programs and your contributions. Together, we are here to support one another grow. We're supporting one another to evolve. So let's hone into the topic, creation to the fall of man. Somebody once asked the question that why did God decide to create? And I answered that why is the rose flower deciding to give fragrance? It is the nature of the rose flower to give fragrance, so it gives out fragrance. Similarly, it is the nature of what we choose to call God to create, and it is creator. Who can remember that very beginning when we don't even remember yesterday? to tell of the whole story. But there's enough evidence scientifically and spiritually to help us know what has happened so we can participate with life. So I invite you, my beloved, to the topic creation. And I know by the time we come to this topic, we'll realize that the creator and the created are one. You've heard me say that several times, and I believe this is the topic that will really ground us into that truth that the creator and the created are one. To talk about creation scientifically, we have the Darwin theory of evolution, and it traced everything in life. Something caused something, caused something, something caused something, all the way to what we call the Big Bang. And it ended by saying that all things started by the Big Bang. There was a Big Bang and everything started. Wherever that Big Bang was, it must be, and it's very intelligent, it is loving, it is creative, because the very atoms of the Big Bang speak of love, intelligence, and creativity. In the atom, we have the nucleus, then we have the protons and the electrons, and the nucleus has the force to hold the electrons and the protons together. That force that holds them together is what we choose to call love. And each atom knows how many electrons must float in its orbit. So it means it has intelligence. Enough intelligence to know how many must float in my orbit. And it will not want to be like any other atom. It wants to be itself. So that intelligence is what others will choose to call God. And then it has also got creativity, to the extent that two atoms may come together and they know how to blend to form a molecule, such that two particles of hydrogen will meet with one particle of oxygen to form water molecule. That creativity, which you and I did not set in motion, is what people choose to call God. So whether we call it Big Bang or we call it creative love intelligence, it is the same. So scientifically, it is called creative love intelligence. The earth is spinning right now 1,000 miles an hour to give us night and day, without which there's no life. Because if it were all daytime and the night would not come, we will all dry or burn to death. And if it were all night and we do not have the day, we shall all freeze to death. So there's a supreme purpose for the earth spinning 1,000 miles an hour. There's a definite intention and reason. The power that is the intention and the purposefulness that is making the earth spin is what others also choose to call God. And the earth is going around the sun at a speed of 67,000 miles an hour to give us the seasons. Combined with the day and the night, we have life. Because if it were all one season, we shall perish. In fact, germs will grow so much in one season, get accustomed to it, and then we shall be destroyed. But the changes in seasons alone ensures that there's a recycling of things. So germs in one season may not survive in the other season. Again, by having different types of weather, it's not always summer, it's not always winter, it's not always autumn, it's not always harmattan or whatever weather you are experiencing. We are able to have life. So life is based on these changes and these varieties. So the Darwin theory of evolution is not, to me, contrary to the spiritual theory or the spiritual teaching that life started with what it chooses to call God. And in every language, it has its own name. In the Ga, we call it Nyongbo, visitor of the dawn. It means the power that is there in the silence of your life. You may not seem to experience it, but it is right there. Then, in the Akan, it has names such as Onyankopon, the friend that is unbreakable. It doesn't give up on you. A very faithful friend. In other words, faithfulness is with you, and so on. And then in the airways, we call him Say, we call him Mau, and it has various names in every language. But if you ask anyone, what is this thing? They say, there must be and there is a creator of all things. There must be and there is a creator. Whether the creator is outside of its creation or embodied within its creation, there is a creator. But we come to notice that the intelligence of the atom, the creativity of the atom, and the love of the atom are all coded in the atom. So we come to conclude, therefore, that the creator is coded in its creation. If you were to wound yourself right now, there is intelligence in your body that knows how to send coagulants to mix with the oxygen outside. The blood in your body does not know of the air outside, but the intelligence still knows that it must create you in such a way that when you are having wound, the blood will mix with the oxygen outside. The blood will know how to do that, to form the coagulants to seal the wound so that you will not bleed to death. So you see, right here we know that there's an intelligence power working in your body, a creative, loving power working in your body. Cells are mating, producing, reproducing in your body to ensure that you are alive, right here, right now. That creativity happening without you even knowing how is what others choose to call God. So now from the scientific Darwin theory of evolution, let's hone in to the spiritual. And for the spiritual, I like to be reading more from the Bible, that all scriptures basically have got the same type of story. In fact, all cultures have got their own story of creation. And when you observe almost all of the stories of creation, it speaks about a power that created and something that humanity did, and then the power moved off from humanity. Like in the Ashantis, we've got the Wadakans, we've got the story of how God was with us, but we're pounding fufu and making so much loud noise, so God moved away from us. And you're going to realize that it's only talking about we doing something that caused us to feel separated from the ultimate reality that we choose to call God. So let's start the studies in the Bible as well. Bible started Genesis 1:1. First 4 words says, in the beginning, God. And what followed was that created heavens and the earth. In the beginning, God. In the beginning, Big Bang, according to science. And then according to Bible, in the beginning, God. In the beginning, a creative, love, intelligent power that existed created the heavens. That is the unseen worlds, and then the earth, the seen worlds. The unseen worlds will include the fields of your emotion, your thinking, and spirit. And in the seen worlds, your body and all of the operations of its senses. So, in the beginning, whatever was that we choose to call God, Onyame Nyongbo, created heaven and earth. When we come to the book of John chapter 1, verses 1 to 3, it reads, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was in the beginning with God. All things were made by him, and without him was not anything made that was made. Many people translate this word to mean Jesus, and if it was Jesus, that is also okay. So if he was the word, then he was in everything that was created anyway. So whatever it was in everything that was created. All things were made through him, and without him was nothing made that was made. So he must be the substance of everything made. Now, if in the beginning God, in the beginning the seed, and the seed became the tree, then the tree contains the seed. And the seed consisted of the tree. So whatever was in the beginning has become everything else in the universe. So that the creator and the created are one. The created is an extension of the creator. Now, just imagine briefly where you are sitting. If you are in a room, just look at all of the corners of the room and notice that this is where I am sitting.